Okay. We are live in five, four, three, two, one. Good night, all. Good night, all. This is the fourth app of the podcast. Football is life. We just wrapped up week three of the season so far, and we got a lot to talk about. So y'all know me. I'm not wasting no time with it. Let the guys in. Guys, y'all can take off y'all mics off mute. What's good? What's
What
good?
it do?
What it do? Not the pots.
What is good?
Not the pots. I know that.
The pots are good. We are
That's
good.
what.
Our quarterback suck. Our
Really?
quarterback. We good. Jacoby shitty. Let's get one thing straight. That nigga shitty. Jacoby shitty. He can't move the ball. Now,
Nope.
does that mean we are shitty? No.
Yes.
You know what, Kim? You should talk about that now because I had no intentions of talking about the Patriots at all. So
I mean, they must
just
talk
let it
about
out.
I mean,
Let
he
it out.
must talk. We need to get rid of
Just let it
Jacoby
out.
Brissett. We need to get rid of Jacoby Brissett. His time has come.
But
So y'all can throw Drizzy behind that old line.
BBL ain't gonna last, bro.
Well, someone got to move the ball. Shit, it ain't gonna be
Whoa.
Jacoby.
Stevenson, bro. Stevenson can move the field.
I don't
I-
understand. I don't understand it because Stevenson has run through everybody. Pause.
Whoa.
But I said pause. I said pause. I said
We done
pause.
start, damn it. We done start.
So if Stevenson could get all this run blocking, why y'all can't protect BBL Drizzy?
I mean, Kim, like, I have you right on camera, bro. Like, right on camera, saying this live, right on YouTube. The price of the brick has gone up. The price of the brick has gone up. Yo, the price
Because
of
they
the
win
game
no one game.
because y'all win now one
We
game.
almost win 2 games. First of all, we almost win 2 games.
But the Seahawks good. That's what you got to say now.
Just
The
win.
Seahawks
Hold
are
on.
not
Hold
good.
on.
They are.
Oh,
We ain't quite
Good?
there yet.
Anyway.
that on your list then. That's on your. Oh, you know what? Sorry.
Good.
Sorry. Anyway.
They beat us in OT because we can move the ball. That's
Well,
why.
that's normal. So anyway, let's get into the first question. Last night, Monday Night Football, which is new to me. They had two games, but I'm a rookie as a football fan. So, Bado, we can start with you first. No, fuck that, Chrissy. We can start with you first.
You ready?
Bills versus Jags, man. What's your
got-
thought?
I need a monologue to myself for
Do
about
you? Hold on.
about three
Hold on.
minutes.
A 3 minute. Oh, you know what?
Whoa.
No. You know what? Fine then. You know what? Fine. Let me save you for last, right? Then.
All right.
Bado, Bills versus Jags. Thoughts?
Well, I can start off by saying the Jaguars is ass. That's the best way to put it. Trevor might not be it, bro. I just I don't know. They might have spent all that money for nothing. This man went in 8 games, bro. I don't understand that. I didn't believe that until I actually saw the start today. That's crazy. But some of the simple plays he just ain't making. I feel like he have enough weapons, even though he missing the Evening room. Christian Greg on a little drought, but he made some plays last night. The running backs, I don't know what's going on with the ET and them. They ain't really doing much of nothing. And the defense is super trash outside of my boy Oluokon. That's my fantasy buddy. I get him as a linebacker every year. But he get hurt last night. So and I think Chrissy said he's me out for a couple of weeks with some injury. So your defense could be even worse going forward. But that's for you. You could tackle that later. On the flip side, Josh Allen, the real Josh Allen, Chrissy, looking like the MVP, bro. He threw the 10 receivers last night. You know who used to do things like that? Thomas Brady, bro. Whoever was open get the ball.
I ain't go that far yet.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't calling him Tom Brady, but I saying a Storm Brady type of stuff. And then even, bro, did any of y'all remember Curtis Samuel was in the league?
No.
No.
Exactly. That's the first time I see that nigga in forever. He catch a ball
So
last night.
so Keon
Wait, I
Coleman
mean,
ball last
wait,
night too. Then
Jamal Hamlin catch a ball, bro. Like,
that's like I ain't gonna lie.
hey,
That's
anything
like
with went wrong, bro.
Hold on, Chris. It's over your turn. What about you, Kim? Your thoughts?
My thoughts on the game last night. I have to admit I was wrong for two things. Well, y'all enlightened me on two things. I was wrong about Josh Allen. Josh Allen might be elite.
Yeah.
He might be elite. He might be elite. The second thing, now I wasn't wrong about this, but y'all enlightened me on this because I wasn't really thinking this far. But when we first did the first episode, y'all was calling T-Law, White Jesus, overrated. I didn't really think nothing of it back then, but shit, y'all right. That nigga overrated. That nigga is bunions. He's bunions. He's I don't know. And he was supposed to be a great NFL prospect coming out of college.
He was good in
We
college.
was hearing about
He come from
Trevor
Clemson,
Lawrence
right?
for 4 years. 4 years.
Johnny Manziel was good in college too.
I know. I
Bryce
mean,
Young was good in college.
4 years.
I mean to
So
say it
everything
like that.
was
it's
Clemson
true.
and Trevor Lawrence. And he got the weapons, bro. He got the weapons. What's the problem? What's the
I
problem?
can't say that.
But I did got one good highlight from the game though. When Mark fumbled that fucking ball. Oh my god.
That was a classic.
That was great. That was great.
He ruined the one
That,
chance he had to shine, Jed.
that was great. That was great.
Nigga going on the stage prime time and fumble the ball.
I mean, what you
On the
expect?
second snap.
It was Kara century.
He wait all his life for that.
Second snap.
Hometown hero.
What about you, Trey? What's your thoughts on the game?
Chrissy is my boy, but it ain't looking too pretty. And the thing about it, y'all healthy for the most part. But I will say this though, I really feel like coaches incompetent these days too, because I watch somewhat like 75% of that game, and the way y'all move the ball, normal, like the third entering the fourth quarter. Like if y'all gonna do that all game, y'all might have lessened the blow or still been in somewhat striking distance. You can't wait till all game to start calling decent plays neither. That's my thing too. So they could turn it around, but I ain't off the bandwagon that Josh Allen beat yet. Because this is only week 3. Going into week 4. And I want to see you do it in the playoffs before I, jump
But
on the bandwagon no more.
but just a question, right? Y'all don't think it's more like is it was last night the Jags just being that dead, or basically just the Bills being that good? Because
Kind of both.
All two, babe.
I was want to add on
When
this.
you catch a team playing bad and you playing good,
Yeah.
that's a recipe for
30,
disaster right there.
34 points in the first half. That don't happen unless you terrible.
Bills in that.
Coaching too. Straight
Yeah, you know,
across
you
the
can say
board.
that.
Bills ain't that good. All right.
I got
Bills
something
in
to say
that.
to all of y'all
to
later on.
be real, because our defense hold them to what? 24. I wouldn't say they offense elite, but probably the Jags defense just about.
Yeah, it's terrible.
That too.
It's terrible.
Angelo, what about you, bro? What's your thoughts on last night?
To me, it's simple. The defense horrible. No offense, Chrissy. Like I say, Trevor Lawrence is the most overrated player inside the NFL. I guess that look like that. Probably not to be right. Uh, I disagree with Otto. I don't know. I don't agree with that running back at all. To me, the reason they really lose was because of the coaching. Eddie and averaged 6.2 yards a carry. If you watch the game and you watch what happened when Bills basically struck them in the mouth, what they should have done was basically stick to the run game or stick to the game plan or whatever
Oh,
the
the game
game
now.
running the ball. If you could average 6.2 yards a carry and Eddie only had 11 carries, I think Trevor threw the ball for 38 times. So what usually happens with teams is when you get down big, they don't want to stick to the run game. They just want to keep throwing the ball, and you could clearly see it wasn't working. And the defense already bad. So if you really watch the game and you look at it in entirety and you watch the game, if they'd give the ball to Etienne, it would have slowed down the game. It would have stopped the Bills from having so much opportunities to score. So they would have kept the ball longer. Time of possession wouldn't have been as bad. And you would have, to me, would have had a more competitive game. But when they asked Trevor Lawrence to go there and throw the ball over 35 times, around 38 times, I don't think you ever gonna win unless he just happened to get hot. You're never gonna win a game like that. So to me, it was simple. The game plan was just horrible, so it fall on coaches and the defense is trash.
All right, I feel you. All right, Bay Ali, you won't bring the macaroni, but it's cool. Um, you know, it's cool though. He was a Clipper, so I really don't expect nothing else except disappointment. Um, what's your thoughts on the game last night, bro?
To piggyback on a little what everyone said, I
Fuck,
mean, you
you're in
can't
a
allow
submarine, eh?
Josh Allen.
Fuck.
You can't.
You got both.
Well, you say you agree with everyone said, I think.
I don't know.
You can't really allow.
Okay,
Can't
I hear
allow
you.
Josh Allen to play backyard football, but I looking at the numbers. Almost 270 passing yards, almost 50 rushing yards, and the Bills have yet to score under 30 points for the season. So, I mean, and that's from the Bills' perspective, but from the perspective of the Jaguars, but I don't. Right now, the only thing you could do is go in a locker room and say, we got a fresh slate, we got to start new. You can't even take film from this game. That's how they have the look at their season going forward. You can't take film from this game. That's embarrassing. And going forward, I don't know what the organization could do because I had Trevor Lawrence in my fantasy last year. I'm well aware of what he is capable of. And what he is capable of at this point ain't much. So I know what to say about that. But
That's
we'll
crazy.
see.
All right, so Chrissy, you ready?
Yeah, but yeah.
All right, bro. I come to you
3 minutes on the clock.
no.
Power off, boy.
Ali
I was
say,
watching that game, when I finished
Ali
watching
say
that
you
game, boy,
can't take things.
I turn off that game and I just start jotting on, bro. Anyway, kudos to Josh Allen them though. They play ball. They play ball. I ain't gonna lie, they play ball. I only watched about really watched like two quarters 'cause that was. But anyway, but you know how trash you gotta be to have the largest deficit in Jaguars history at the half, bro. But we a dead team from the 2000, bro. And this the largest deficit we had at the half. Garbage. Anyway, it's team probably the saddest score ever in the Jaguars franchise history. At least the Ballers Jaguars was fun to watch, even though he was dead. I think they broke Trevor. We was balling last season. We was 8-3, was the top of the AFC. Then after he get a little injury, I don't even think it was that serious of an injury, but and everything just downward spiral 180 down. Like, come on. So would that tell me that the talent there? If you could go 8-3, I think the talent there somewhere. I don't know where it is, but it's somewhere. But he got to be consistent. I agree. He got to be consistent. He's showing inconsistency. Like every game I see, when I watch a Trevor, he have at least a few throws where you be like, "What the hell was that?" Like I saw the play where he passed it to Damar Hamlin. BTJ was wide open, and this boy just sailed it over his head, dog. He just sailed it, and that was basically a gimme for Hamlin. But it is what it is. But he ain't really my worries right now. Um, like this 8 game skit, Loki. I don't want to throw my QB out of the bus, but this is the second time he gone 0-8 because this is the second time, Loki. So this ain't nothing unprecedented. I don't see this before. But I ain't gonna lie, I think no other QB would thrive under this right now. And
Hold
anyway,
on.
pivoting,
Hold on. You stand on that?
what thrive with this team?
Yeah.
Hell no. Anyway,
What's your definition of thrive, though? Sorry, not to cut you off. Like just win
all right,
one game.
that last game was last night. I don't think any QB would win that game.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, where was I? All right. We talk about Trevor, right? You read up Trevor. But we have another number one pick on our team that everyone forget about, and that's Trayvon Walker. and that dude didn't do nothing since he been in the league. Nothing at all. Like I saw everyone forget about him. Like all y'all probably forget about this dude. He ain't
That
do nothing. He don't get
vindictive
no
on the
pressure,
team.
no nothing. He don't do nothing on the team, dog. We just waste a pick. We should have get Hutchinson. We should have get Hutchinson, but hindsight is 2020, I
Mm.
guess. Balky drafted a guy
Mm.
off of potentially say, oh yeah, he athletic, so let's get him. He's a project. Wait, we dead, bro. Get good dudes. Anyway, Trevor get hit 9 times. Josh Allen get hit once. Trevor get pressured 23 times. 46 attempts.
What?
Like 46 dropbacks.
Wow.
So that's half of the time he get hit.
What?
What else I see now? We get reports that Chad kind of upset. That don't matter because he ain't doing nothing. Doug say he about to do anything. Everything off the table. So he about to. He say even. I think the reports like even like the quarterback ain't safe. So he probably can throw in Mark. I don't know. I don't even care no more. The radical version of me saying blow up the team, relocate, change the name. You know, Jaguars in Jacksonville anyway. Let's go to London. But the logical side of me saying, bro, let's give Trevor at least one more year. Ross Mastersick, that's our best player. Logan Cook, the punter, that's our second best player.
Look like a
Um,
block in the
Probably
box.
BTJ and whoever could stay and just send everyone else skipping. Um, but after I see that play when them niggas go on 5 verticals in the end zone, fourth and goal, I say, boy, these niggas ain't making no sense. So that's all I gotta say, bro.
I got
My,
one more
my,
thing
my quarterback gonna be the Newcastle Wentz. I don't see it. Same routine with Doug Peterson.
because I know I was interpreting right because I watched this game. I look at the play by play. Etienne had 14-yard carry in the third quarter when the score was 40-10, and then he had a 22-yard carry in the fourth quarter. So that's 6.2 rushing average. That don't mean nothing. He get a lot of that
Wow.
after game was done over, bro.
Bro, also,
Let's
these dudes throwing jump ball to ETN, end zone shot jump ball. This dude 5'9" running back. Like, what kind of play call is that?
Hey man, niggas still the 18.
I mean, if
That's
you be honest with
nasty,
it,
bro.
if you look at it, 6.2 is still 6.2 carries at the end of the day. Now, if you want to go back and say when he got those carries, one can make an argument is if you take away he had 11 carries. If you give any running back, you give what 8 carries to or 9 carries to. Of course, if it ain't gonna look the same. If they keep like I
That was
said,
a
if they
horrible
keep
throw.
giving him the ball, that was gonna happen at some particular point. If you ask me,
On his knees. No homo.
But he threw this up. But this
But
boy,
I think the reason they
Bro,
stopped
that
giving him
nigga
the ball, they give
sailed
him
that
the ball in the beginning, but by that game get out of hand, quick.
quick.
I ain't
that
gonna lie,
goes
he
exactly to
was.
what I say. When you get down quick, people give up on what the game plan or whatever on the run game,
Because they
and the
trying to
only
get
thing
the
is they
points
want to
back
throw.
quick.
But
They
you
trying to
supposed
get
Yeah,
the
to
they trying
points
to
slow
get
the
the
back
points.
quick.
game down though.
But
Yeah.
but the idea about it is if you use your senses, if you have a running game that's being impactful, what's going to happen? All the linebackers are going to come down. They're going to drop one or two safeties because they're going to load the box, which means your wide receivers put on the end. They're going to have one-on-one coverage, so it's easier for you to actually go there and make
Jesus
passes. You
Christ.
making it hard on
You see the
Trevor
first play?
if they know you ain't going to run the ball, and all your linebackers out there, and you have a maybe what? You look at a chef. Look at even if you look at this play, I know this is a Buffalo play, but if you look at some of the players, they didn't even care about what run game because they know they wasn't going to run the ball. So if your linebackers spot, it harder to make throws.
And I believe that's why he get them big runs late in the game because they at that point it's like, but these niggas ain't coming back, so we ain't even got to load up the box.
I think they were still playing out. Like I say before, he had two big runs late, but it ain't like they wasn't trying. If you watch that game, especially with the Bills coach, he didn't give up on that game until he actually take Josh Allen out that game.
But these niggas playing a lot of zone and all.
but they
Which
just standing
team?
around.
Great.
Jaguars with.
They just standing around. That's what they doing. They
I
look like
mean,
doing
cause
play.
I
So,
clearly
Chrissy,
ain't
let me
man.
ask you this. What do you think could fix your team? Because, all right, like, I know with us, we need to get rid of Jacoby because he can't move the ball.
Ali say don't watch film.
They
He
need
can't move
Um,
Jesus
the ball.
and not the one who playing quarterback.
you say
They
what we need
can't
to do to
fix
fix
that.
the team? We
They
Yeah,
need to
need
because, all right,
blow the
like,
team
all
up,
right,
huh?
y'all have more weapons than us. Y'all have more weapons than us. It's just
I
our
guess so.
quarterback cannot move the ball down the field. He cannot move. I don't. Mark could have moved the ball down the field.
Big T Law, babe. Big throw. God
Who
bless.
run game you think better, Kim?
Oz.
Pot.
Who
Pot's
defense
O-line
you think
better.
better?
Oz.
Pot's O-line better.
Okay, so
Us.
everybody knows if you have a good defense and you have a good run game, teams who you ain't even better than, you could kind of stay
Mm-hmm.
in games or stay
Well,
close to
we didn't
games.
win. We didn't win a game.
But that's my whole point. You have an opportunity to win games if your run game is effective and you have a strong defense. And to be honest with you, that's what the Steelers been doing for years. Steelers, to me, had no elite quarterback play for years. But you know what they say? We can play elite defense and we can run the ball. It has worked. The
Nah.
Browns to do it a couple years back when Deshaun was still in dismal land. He's still in dismal land. But what they say, we can run the ball and we can play elite defense. So, to be honest with you, Pat's in a better situation than what they in. I leave the offensive line suspect, especially pass. To me, the wide receivers ain't elite. The quarterback overrated, and the coaching to me just bought. And they don't have an elite defense. The defense shitty.
Coaching terrible.
Like if we could be real, we could have easily been 1-2. Like that Dolphins game, that was upsetting, bro. Like ETN, like I mean that was good defense. Now, don't get me wrong, but like we could have
Reek.
easily had 24. Then, but I mean, hypotheticals didn't get you nowhere. So
Tyreek messed up
Uh,
all.
No.
All right, cool. So now that we finished that game, let's go to the Commanders versus the Bengals. Trey, what's your thoughts on the game, man? I
Bell
don't.
to ass. Hey, and you know why I like it, right? This
What's
one,
up?
my boy injured. And two, this nigga who they crown the Prince of all Saints, the showman. Even I don't agree that he better than Josh Allen, but for some reason they have him there. But you know, he don't got ass now, so I like it.
Because he made it into the Super Bowl.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I'm just
He
saying
lost.
why he
No,
got
I
the title.
understand why they did, but he lost. And he ain't been there since. Now, granted, he have a winning record against Mahomes. These what had. Now they died. But other than that, they ain't really showcasing nothing or showing nothing. Granted, he played good last game too. I can't really knock him too bad for that. But the defense really sell them out. You can't give the Commanders 38 points and expect to win. I ain't care who you is. It's at the end of the day, that team, I wouldn't say shitty, but they all right. But you still can't give no team 38 and expect to win. But Jaden Daniels he look decent so far amongst all the rookie QBs. No offense, Fado and Bernard, if you could hear me. But yeah, he look like the best rookie QB so far. In
What
my
about you?
eyes, for what I see 3 weeks.
All right. What about you, Kim? What's your thoughts? The Commanders.
What the well the Commanders? I'm not like Jane McDaniels impressed the fuck out of me. I was not expecting that. That was a great ass game. That was a great ass game from him. And to have a showing out party against the Bengals, which is supposed to be a top team.
Exactly.
Kudos to him. Kudos to him. He looking elite. He looking not elite. Sorry, but
Whoa.
like a top. Whoa. He looking like the top rookie. No offense to BBN or whatever. We didn't see Jersey play yet. Wait on it. Anyway,
Next
now back to the Bengals. The Bengals, I just don't know. They can't never get it right. To me, they can't never get it right. They have the receivers and everything, but then that's when their whole line was shitty. Now they so-called fix. Well, the O line still was shitty last night because Trent Brown he got injured. They was playing the rookie, and they might as well didn't let me play out there because he was
Yeah.
fucking horrible. He was fucking horrible.
False starts.
And when he wasn't just letting Washington straight up the line, but
Going for the year, by the way.
Oh, Trent,
Mm-hmm.
fuck
I
it.
ACL, right?
Yeah.
I say
Anyway.
that when I see it.
But now their defense, you so-called fixed the line, but now the defense is ass. And then I don't feel like with the Bengals, they will eventually have to blow this up because You already get Chase complaining. I don't know what the situation with Higgins is because he wanted out.
They
He
tag him.
They had
franchise
to tag
tag.
him. He wanted out bad. Chase complaining, so I don't know what they can do with them. Tyler Boyd didn't left. That was the next. They miss him low key because them having three wide receivers. That three wide receiver set.
He missed them too.
That's true too.
Wait there.
Tennessee, Will Levis.
Tennessee.
Damn it, man.
Him
the
and Hopkins in hell right now.
But John believe, before anyone move on, by the way, Jaden Daniels and his whole career, boy, never complete a pass over 50 yards until last night.
And that was a beautiful pass.
Just
Scary
want to put that
Terry.
out there.
Scary Terry.
That's what's up.
All right. Ooh.
Scary Terry deserves some flowers though, because my God, that was a lot of quarterbacks he played for. My God. Y'all didn't see the graphic when they put it on the. Y'all didn't see the
Yeah, they
graphic when
never
they put
showed
it
it
on.
in the group.
Yeah,
Bro, that was a long ass
Brissett
list. That was like 12 quarterbacks.
Jesus.
That's crazy.
Survivor, boy.
Hey, Ali, what about you, babe? The Commanders versus the Bengals.
Uh, I can start off with the Bengals. I think this game is more indicative of the Bengals season so far because if you look at their first two matches, they've been in three types of games this season so far. They've been in a low
Well, don't
scoring
talk
affair
about the
with us in
season
week
yet.
one. They've been
Hey,
in
hey, Ali, don't talk about the season yet.
uh,
That's a separate question. I just want to keep it right on the game.
but
That's a separate
but
question.
based on the game itself,
Yeah.
but based on the game itself, I mean, Joe, like Elliot say, but you and this my same issue with Trevor Lawrence. You getting paid to win games, bro. And Joe Burrow as the quarterback, he played a good game, mind you. But you have to figure out how to get it done. Even though your defense was atrocious, you got to figure out how to get it done, bro.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
basic.
like
But on the Washington side, man, the young quarterback play good.
okay.
You have to figure out how to get it done, bro. I mean, I know they ain't get the benefit of the whistle like a certain team up in our way, but
Let's
it
don't
is what it
start
is.
that.
Swan talking.
It
I
is
have
what
one
it
thing.
is.
Let's don't start that.
I have one thing to
But
say with Jaden
I
McDaniels.
waiting for Tory question on the season.
Lamar better worry about Jaden McDaniels. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I can say
That's a
on that.
mini M for judo, but he could pass.
That's
Daniel's
why I
nothing.
say he better worry about him. Because if they get him another wide receiver, things looking very scary for Lamar.
Angelo, what about you? Last night
Y'all
game.
really sleeping on Lamar passing skills?
But he shut up in there.
I taking a
What
long nap.
passing skills?
Taking a long nap.
What passing skills?
Uh,
What passing skills?
I just watch football now, B. Ali. He
The
can't
way
fucking
he's
pass.
past them reads and running.
well, to be honest with you,
Niggas no fake Lamar.
Say Flowers don't have no fake in them either.
Yabe Angelo, what you saying? Sorry.
all right. The well, I can do it. Everybody start with the Commanders. When I look at the Commanders, it was a good win. But to be honest with you, I don't want to sound poo-poo. I was impressed with the win, but to me, something with Sean and Tay always to say too. You should never accept nothing in a loss in a win you wouldn't accept in a loss. To me, they defense still needs some work too because I didn't see no resistance from Joe Burrow either. The same way they was able to move the ball up and down the court, Joe Burrow to me was flowing up and down the court too. To me, it was almost they was down, but it was almost like close to almost like a shootout, and that's my estimation of it. So
It was
I
a
think they need to
shooting.
clean up some things on defense because
Like a
he had
shootout.
a historic completing percentage. And to tell me you believe he's going to do that on a night in and night out basis for you to win games, to me, that isn't going to be productive. So I understand they happy they got a win. It was against what's supposed to be a quality team, but to me, they need to clean up their defense or they ain't going to win much games because Daniels ain't going to be able to complete passes like that. So that's my take on them. And Daniels is the one, but I think he is one of the leaders for rookie of the year so far. I think
What?
people miscounting the wide receivers. You got Neighbors look like he's going to give him a run. Harrison Jr. look like he's going to give him a run. So as it play out, you can see how that goes. Now, as far as the Bengals, looking at them in the game, I was critical of Joe Burrows. I think the first episode where we at, that's another thing what I said. I basically said, oh, I didn't put him in the league category. So at some particular point, I understand you got the Super Bowl appearance, but you gotta do something else for me. You gotta keep on trying to, even if you want to improve it, stay somewhat steady in it. And I think this 0-2 start what they had, they really played their best. And to be honest with you, the Bengals ain't been playing too bad offensively. It's defensively. The game against the Patriots is really the only bad game offensively what they had. The game against the Chiefs, they lose by 1 point. That was a game. That was a game-winning field goal. He gave Mahomes a run for his money. And yesterday, when you look at the game, he actually played well. In my opinion, he played well. The defense just couldn't stop a rookie quarterback who they let get an historic completing percentage. And also, I think his passing rating was a historic quarterback rating too for anybody actually. You're not even just a rookie quarterback. But so when I look at the game with the Bengals, I think people are being a little bit too harsh because even though I was critical of Burrow, like I said, I always fail. So even though I may think about him this way, I have to look at what's been inside the season. If you look at the season outside of the Patriots game, he's been playing well. It's just the defense wasn't up to par, and I blame a lot of this on Chase. He didn't have Higgins. That was Higgins' first game back. They didn't have him. I'll give him that. And then also when I look at Chase, I never agreed with Chase holdout because you have 2 more years left on the contract. I don't even agree with the 1 year left, but I understand some people just do it. They last year on their contract before they have the guaranteed money. And that's why I always said, what particular point now, if you set precedent on this, then everybody's going to be like, oh, well, I have 2 more years left on my contract before the tie even reach, so I want to do it. Then what's going to happen? Someone's going to play 2 years and say, I want a contract. Then what's going to happen after that? After they finish in their rookie, I'd be like, okay, my rookie, I show you all, like CJ Stroud. What does CJ Stroud say? Hey, I want a new contract. I mean, at some particular point, the guys actually signed these contracts. And I think what Chase did was selfish. I don't know if he didn't blow past all he signed in bonus money and in a little desperate need right now to try to get some little extra money because, they're young and they spend money impulsively. That's the only thing I could think of. But I did not agree with it. And I think all of that affects the way the Bengals is today.
The team. Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, Bernard, you there, bro?
Yeah, I am.
All right, bro. Let me get your thoughts right on last night's game.
Wait, I was back and forth between watching the Bills put on Jacksonville and the Cincinnati game. I think the main story is just the coincide with what Andre was saying. I don't know what's going on with the Bengals defense. Like Lou
They trash.
Anarumo, like
Just
he
bad.
been yeah, like they've been playing terribly for the first 3 games of the season. And like Lou Anarumo, like there are a lot of like pundits on TV been talking about him, like in the Steve, what the boy name from Kansas City, their defensive
Spike
coordinator,
Nola.
Spike Nolan, right?
Mahomes.
They've been putting them in his
Oh, Steve
category in
Spagnuolo.
terms of top tier defensive coordinators.
Never.
Like
No.
Since
after
when, boy?
I thought them Jaden, I tell you, you see on ESPN, I've been watching them over the last couple of years. They've
Oh,
been gassing
ESPN.
them right up. It's been gassing Lou right up for the defensive coordinator. But boy, last night was not good. Jaden Daniels could do whatever he wanted to do in the passing game, which was crazy because I always thought Bengals secondary was their strong suit, defensively at least. But I don't know what it can take for Cincinnati to figure it out. Hopefully they figure it out soon. Nah, do I still think Joe Burrow is elite? Yes. But boy,
That's a separate question, but yeah.
his seat sitting up there getting kind of hot.
Okay. All right, cool. So, Vado, I can let you close this out before I go on to the next question because we got a lot. So
Right.
I won't get the whole panel on this one. So yeah.
Hey man, so everybody done talk about the historic completion percentage, 91%, which for some reason I thought that was like top of the top, but it's like a bunch of QBs would done beat that already. But it was a rookie record, so that was good for him. But the thing I was most impressed about was his poise. He run, that stadium was loud. That boy was running, and I don't know what Jaden Daniels. He was running no huddle out there, right? That was impressive to me to see a rookie come out there, run no huddle, it seemed like he made one or two audibles, not too much, but you rarely see that nowadays with a rookie. Also, he spread the ball around to 8 different receivers, which is nice. And also third and fourth down, they was I think that's where we saw most of his poise. He complete third downs all night, and the third downs that he didn't complete, he made the play on fourth down. They didn't punt all night. Neither team punted. So we could say both their defenses is trash right now. Let's just call it what it is. But I was still impressed with what I see Jaden Daniels do last night. I didn't anticipate that at all when I cut that game on. I thought, hey, Bengals about to win this, and let's call it a day. I thought the Jags and the Bills was going to be more competitive, and I was wrong about that as well.
Damn.
Burrow, I can't give him no blame on what I see last night. He gave you 33 points. He didn't punt the ball. I don't see how any of that on him. I believe he did what he had to do. The defense just saying show up. It's like both sides just really run a scrimmage. He drove 29 and 38 for 324 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, what else you want?
No wins.
No INDs. So, to me, he did what he had to do.
All right, I feel you. Separate topic though. Kim,
Hold on,
question.
sorry. I can say one thing. It's just a quick.
Sure. What's up?
Who was the? I don't know if you all remember. Who was the Cincinnati? I just remind me. Who's Cincinnati player who did criticize him before the game to start?
Criticize Burrow.
Brady. That was
Yeah, I'm Taylor Britt.
Brett.
Oh, yeah.
Brett. Fred
Yeah,
O'Neill.
Count Taylor. Yeah, and I always
thought
wanted to
too.
tell people that,
Yeah.
and that did. To be honest with you, that did bother me a little bit. I just didn't say nothing because I wasn't really. I thought they was going to win the game, so I was like, he picking on chalk, so they end up losing. So it actually did work against him. But when he said Cliff Kingsbury offense, saying he running a college offense, which is true, they are running a college offense. But something like Phil Jackson used to say, I don't care what type of offense you run, it's how effective you could run the offense. So I just wanted to make that I kind of glad that happened to him because they talk too much at the end of the day. Yeah, he running a college offense, but that college offense beat the hell out of them last night, and they couldn't stop that college offense last night. So I just wanted to put that out there because that kind of bothered me a little bit.
All right. I
Chase
feel you
ball
on
out
that.
last night too, by the way.
Kim, the question what I had for you, just a small question, just a snippet. You could imagine Joe Burrow right in Foxborough. I right now.
Tell him come over.
But you can imagine anyone besides Brissett right now.
Fox,
Brother
you
Trevor
name.
Lawrence.
All right, so we talked about.
Brissett and Mark Jones.
So we talked
Listen to me.
about.
Listen to me. We need to be helping nobody in the AFC East. You ain't need to be helping no one in the AFC East. You need to say just how it is right now.
You need to worry about Buffalo.
Speaking of that,
I want
next question,
All right.
especially how with Josh Allen playing very, very good. I remember right on the first episode, y'all like really just wanted just to see him play without Diggs, and they 3-0 now. So my question is right to y'all, and then Chrissy, if you could start off with the first answer. What is the ceiling of the Buffalo Bills this season?
I keep it short, bro. Their ceiling, I can see their ceiling being Super Bowl. I can see it. I mean, ain't
Super
much
Bowl
teams.
what?
Oh, yeah, I don't see much teams.
Okay, Super Bowl winning.
Impressing me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't see much teams impressing me yet. I see some 3-0 teams, which I mean ain't too impressive to me.
Like the Steelers.
Yeah, I mean them and the Seahawks. Yeah. So right now, it's a couple teams who could make it to the Super Bowl, but the Bills is one of the teams that could win the Super Bowl as well. Josh Allen, I feel like he ain't missed a step since Diggs left. He making it work somehow. I was forced to watch that last night, unfortunately, but yeah, but the Bills only could go as far as Josh Allen take them, and right now Josh Allen balling out.
Winning the Super Bowl.
We can see if he can start fumbling and throwing his interceptions. Hopefully, for his sake, it don't happen. But right now,
Two man.
oh,
You need a couple of them.
Yeah,
All right,
for his sake, hopefully he don't. But if he keep playing like he
Skyler
playing
ain't
right
could do
now,
nothing with them if he get them anyway. So don't even matter.
all right, Trey, you next, bro.
Right.
What's their ceiling? Chrissy say they winning a Super Bowl. At first, I thought he was just talking about making it there, but he's saying that they have.
See, one
either
thing with me, I ain't delusional, you see.
I
They
mean,
ain't winning, they ain't
you're
winning
You
no
ain't
Super
You
Bowl.
are,
delusional.
but you've been
well, use
pulling
a
for the
Dolphins fan.
Dolphins
You
for all
use the
these
Dolphins
Don't
years.
worry
fan.
about all of that. We ain't getting
I'm
into
Some
telling
that
you,
next week
dolphin,
now.
some
they were the
dolphin
But
best
bias
team
supposed
in
to come
the
out right now.
no, way. I could give them. The ceiling is probably making a Super Bowl, but I can't see them winning. Because to be honest with you, if if Niners do get themselves together and say they make another run and they bug the Niners, that ain't the Chiefs, boy. They can maul Josh Allen. Now, if they so happen to buck the Eagles or the Lions, I could see them possibly winning, but then I could see them choking too. So I give them Super Bowl as they see them. That's just it. I give them no win.
All right, Bayali.
uh their ceiling.
Yeah.
Uh Honestly and truly, I ain't really fall for the fool's goal yet because it's still early in the season. With that being said, just like with the Kansas City Chiefs, I've seen it before with the Patriots and years past. Some teams, but they get so bored of winning and until it's like they have to find ways to win games sometime to keep themselves engaged. So I still have the Chiefs ahead, but if if things could change throughout the course of the season, I could see the Bills being there as well. So I have the Chiefs and the Bills. But the Bills have a high seat that their ceiling can be Super Bowl, but that remains to be seen.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Smart words to say AFC
Um,
Championship game.
Kim, what about you?
AFC Championship game. I think they could beat the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens could beat the Bills. I'm sorry, Lamar. I don't think they could beat the Bills. But if they could, if it's somehow, some way, because I Trey to talk about this earlier, he was saying he wants to see Josh Allen do it in the playoffs. Josh Allen is balling in the playoffs. He just can't beat Mahomes. That's his biggest problem.
Houston beat them do last time, eh?
Houston,
Who
Houston.
beat them the last? Someone other than Mahomes. No,
Houston,
Bengals.
Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Burrow
the
beat them.
Bengals, wait,
We ain't worrying
it was the
about
Bengals.
Burrow. Burrow ain't
Yeah.
going nowhere right now. Um, if they could exercise their demons and beat the Chiefs, right? Them and Niners would be
I
a tough
mean,
Super Bowl. That'll be a
but
tough
then
Super Bowl.
that's asking a lot of them on, boy.
You never
Mahomes is
know,
all
cause
different in the
cause what I
playoffs
noticed
now.
about Josh Allen since that crybaby gone to where the fuck he going
Texans.
to Texans. Josh Allen actually playing quarterback. He ain't trying to force feed no one the ball.
You could
He ain't
say
got
that
to.
Gabe Davis too, though. Because he used to chuck it up the Gabe a lot, too.
Well, he had to chuck it up to all two of them to say, you see Gabe Davis crying last night. Gabe
He
Davis was
caught,
crying because he get cut ass last night in Buffalo.
I tell Chrissy, he catch like four passes that first game. Don't look for him no more.
he said, "See it now, boy. Oh, no, boy, Angelo, boy."
Yeah, Bengals lose anyway, so my parlay wasn't going to win anyway.
I tell you, don't stretch your
I
girth
know
for the
why
nigga.
Angelo trust Chrissy and go and take the bet. But
No,
he
boy.
ain't do
I
it.
thought he's the
Gabe
only
Davis
girl
look
beat
dead, but
KC. I thought he's the only girl beat BTJ.
Clem, what you saying, bro?
it didn't go well, dog.
All
It
right,
didn't
cool.
go
Let me get you next, man. What's the ceiling on
well.
the Bills, bro?
Uh, I think they, I'd say AFC Championship.
Okay.
I could see them running the table and going there. If Josh Allen continue to play the way he playing, I feel he could get the MVP this year. He's showing he don't really need that sorry that wide receiver one per se. He playing ball without Diggs. I mean, now before then he wasn't what he is now. But I got them to go AFC Championship for sure. But I got the Chiefs. I still got the Chiefs over them, big. I mean, I think Ali said, when teams get used to being so dominant per se. I mean, I wouldn't say the Chiefs are as dominant as they've been like years past, but they just like they going through the motions and they still winning the games, big. So I still got them over the Bills, but I got the Bills going to the AFC Championship.
All right, cool.
What's the
But
ceiling of the Giants?
hold on. Hey, be nice.
We could be
Don't.
the draft.
As high as the garbage can
Speaking
take them.
speaking of the Patriots, dog, you forget you all to play Thursday.
Yeah,
I
boy.
forget.
Hold on, wait. We can reach
I
that soon.
forget.
We can reach that
I
soon.
got that word for the Patriots fans. Real, they forget they play.
Can't
Yeah.
forget they play.
I
Bernardo,
forget.
Bernardo, what's the
Wow.
Bills feeling, bro?
Honestly, this year I gotta say how they looking so far. Even though I don't like to look at teams that outside the first 4 games of the season.
True.
This their only chance here this same year. If they don't go to Super Bowl this year, I don't see how it happens.
Blow it
The
up.
only threat to them in the AFC is Kansas City.
Trade Josh Allen to the NFC is what you saying.
But the Bills will never do.
I mean, blow it up, man. I agree.
Or trade them to the AFC East. I mean,
Well, I know one thing. I'll say this. I'll say this though. If they don't go to the Super Bowl this year at least, head coach gotta go. I don't care. He have to go.
They can be in some dog days when he go, boy.
McDermott, you don't rate McDermott?
No, I saying like if he go like I can be like a star.
No, he's saying fire McDermott. McDermott is a good.
I mean
coach.
that's the truth though. Everyone else is scared for you.
True.
You won't even make it
He
though.
about to get the ball back right now, so it don't matter.
Vado, I
Just
see that
gotta
look
run it back
on
and go in the draft, man.
your
Just run
face,
it
bro. What's your thoughts on the Bills?
Bro, that look was on my face because I think they wilding, but the coach getting fired. I mean, everybody had them to be nothing this year, and all of a sudden they treat if they don't go to Super Bowl, he need to get fired. That's crazy. But I'll say this: my ceiling for them is the Super Bowl as well, because I think the way the season playing out, I don't see no juggernauts. The Chiefs obviously have to be the favorite because they're the 2-time champions, and we know Mahomes is what he's doing when the playoffs start. But I think the Bills have a good chance of beating them. And right now, I've been telling you, I got something to say to everybody in the AFCs. Right now, I going on record to tell you all, the Bills winning the division again. Every year, I gotta hear the same song and dance. Oh, the Bills come in the division. The whole division get better. They ain't winning no more. And they still is winning the division. And now they come to win your division again. I know Angelo could say the Jets could win, but that's fine.
That's on Angelo and Trey. Be in the draft.
Oh, let's go. I
Hey, Angelo,
I ain't even got a
Race for
dog in the
Travis
fight.
Hunter, boy.
If Angelo, if you could close out the topic, what's the ceiling for the Bills? Or you want
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl win or Super Bowl appearance?
Well, to me, that's just my personal opinion. I think someone said something and they couldn't see them winning, but this is just the way I think. If you could make it to the Super Bowl, which means you had to beat Mahomes, and if you could beat Mahomes, you could win a Super Bowl. So I don't understand how two of them get different. How two of
Not
them differ.
necessarily true.
So if you're good enough to get past Mahomes, you're good enough. Now, do you think if I think they will win the Super Bowl? No. But if you ask me what their ceiling is, they definitely could win it. Yeah. I definitely could see the Bills winning a Super Bowl. I kind of agree with Vado on this point. The Sean McDermott slander is a little off to me because, like I say,
Robert Saleh gone if y'all don't make playoffs at least, but you stay there.
no, but Saleh different. Saleh doesn't have a reputation like what McDermott has. And then on top of that, like I say,
what reputation?
You can't be.
Hold on, Elliot. Let him finish his point. Give him a sec.
So when you look at McDermott and you look exactly how the team is, I don't understand how we go from before the season start. People didn't really want to come out and say because they wanted to be protective for Josh Allen's season, but everybody was like, "Oh shoot, Diggs gone. Let's see what they could do now." You know, when people trying to say they don't want to put it out there, but they put it like, "Oh, let's see what Josh Allen made now," because people didn't have it in their mind, even though they didn't want it. They like, "Nigga, you ain't gonna be as good. Y'all lose all them defensive players, but you got to give McDermott credit for that. They defense still look like it up there, and they lose all them good defensive players. And then now all of a sudden now he 3-0, balling out. When people really want to be honest, they didn't thought they was gonna play like this. Now all of a sudden, if they don't make it to AFC Championship, make it to Super Bowl or something like that, the man loses his job. And I think that's grossly unfair. I think people looking in hindsight now, if before the season start, they say, hey, if the Bills make it to the AFC Championship game, most people would be like, wait, they lose all them defenders, Diggs gone. No man, if they do that, he do good. He show us he could actually do something. Now all of a sudden, it's we need to fire him, or they need to actually think about fire him. Salah don't have although I believe Salah did well with a trash quarterback in Zach Wilson when he was there. But I will say this.
He trash now.
Bills have a reputation of winning and being competitive. And I don't know who said it, but it's the truth. Josh Allen really don't play bad, you know. People got to remember, if you ask your quarterback to give you a lead with 13 or 15 seconds left inside the game, and your defense can't close that out. I mean, really, how much we really looking at Josh Allen? It's only so much you can
y'all can hold on to that one game.
Name the other plays.
Man, nigga play Joe Burrow and Lewis, bro.
How did he play against Joe Burrow?
No shame in that, though.
You remember how he played against Joe Burrow?
Not per se. I probably have to go back and look at the game, but I didn't think he played bad.
See, but these things, but that's my whole point. You got to look at these things before you just shout out these things.
Show you. All right, so if we ain't gonna blame Sean McDermott for them never getting over the hump, who we can start to blame at some point in time?
Sometimes
someone just better than you, bro.
Man, sometimes you just
sometimes people just better than you.
The Bengals beat them 27-10.
So you blame the defense though, and the quarterback only give you 10 points.
Listen to me. I can be honest with you. I love to know the contents of that game. You just can't look at the score. I love to look at the contents of that game. I don't know what Josh Allen percentage was. What do you? Because everything goes with ups and flows. What if it's a running back who fumbled the ball and they get the ball? No, Trey, seriously. What if the score was tied 10-10? He hand the ball to a running back. The running back fumble the ball. They run the ball back for touchdown, make it 17. And then what if the next play he hit a wide receiver? He missed the ball. He tipped the ball. He intercepted the ball.
Yeah, he ain't play good this game.
All these things matters. That's why I say you got to watch the games.
He was 25 or 42 for 260.
But that's when Bengals had a defense, though.
Yeah. But everybody entitled to a bad game, so I ain't holding that against you.
I understand.
You're talking about 2 seasons ago.
But what I trying to say, overall, what I trying to say, at some point in time, the coach can get old, because we feel like the talent.
I agree with you, Trey, but I can tell you this: if you think it's
getting over the hump, so.
Ain't much coaches so they're better than McDermott. So if you think you're letting him go to find something better,
but I could be real too. If y'all don't replace Salah with either Bill or someone spectacular, y'all, he making too much sense if you get rid of him. Because the Salah first year with a competent quarterback.
First year.
That's why I believe he should be given a chance.
Yeah, but Zach Wilson was never it. But I know what Angelo was seeing when he first saw him. But he never
was being a fan. He just was being a fan. That's it.
He saw the go around.
No, I'll tell you this. I'll say this one last
fan. What's up?
Hey, no, Trey, you know what I did see? No, it wasn't even just being a fan. You know what I did see? What I was wrong about, and I learning this now with Caleb Williams. All these quarterbacks, which you see will come out of college, and I learned that with Zach. What they is talk about off script, he can make all the throws off script. That's what make him. He could extend. That never is work. Really, you have to really go in college and look at the quarterbacks. Unless you're a running quarterback like Lamar, who just predicated on running. Other than that, you have to look in college and look at the quarterbacks would really in the pocket what could really make throws. That's why when you look like Arch Manning, when you look at him, you could really look at it and say, boy, this boy could transition well. Because he could sit in the pocket. He ain't got to do a bunch of college, running around, trying to duck this, duck 3, 4. Because that's what Caleb was on. And Zach used to do the same thing. Getting tackled, getting sacked, duck this one, run around for 5, 6 seconds. Of course, a wide receiver could be open if you're running around for 8, 9 seconds. But when you can't run around and you have elite people who just as fast as you, and you have to throw the ball in the pocket when they play and contain, but all that ain't gonna work. So that was my mistake. I learned from that.
They thought
I
he
don't.
was warm, so
I
I
could
have a
shake
point.
Jan on that one.
Huh?
I have a point.
I thought he was.
I don't know if it gets sent in the group, but they was talking. I saw the clip of it because they was talking about the situation in Carolina with your boy, Bryce, and there was a clip of Brady. Go. Brady was saying the problem with QBs now is when they come out in college, they don't have them. Same thing with Andrew was saying. They don't have them sticking to a program no more. They just want everybody to wild out. Like you said, when he went to college, when he went to Michigan, you had to do this, you had to do that. Then you become a starter, and you had to stick to the program.
Man, if you
Wait,
QBs
when you
coming out of college now, I don't have
if
to
you
do that.
play
when
if
you
you play NCAA, like realistically now, niggas is just run slants, and after a while they break off their route and just run go routes, man. See what they saying? That's all
Yeah,
it really is.
he was
wait
just
when you
basically
playing
saying,
Backyard football.
when you playing on a team with a bunch of elite wide
Kia,
receivers and
listen
running
to me.
backs and stuff like that, but I mean, it's too easy for them, but so they ain't get
Joe Burrow,
develop
Joe
their
They
game.
Burrow,
can't even read
Tua,
defenses. If you listen
Trevor.
to me,
real.
Hey,
if
That's
you look
man.
at some of these young
that's what
quarterbacks,
Brady was saying.
they
The same
can't
thing
even
with
read defense.
They
no,
just throwing it
Caleb
up.
can't read the
They
defense.
can't even read defense. You
Caleb
have
was
two
showing the
single high
ball last
safeties
year,
on the
bro.
top, and they still have people trying to throw a bomb straight round down there. How in the world you think you can actually make that if you have two single high safeties on the top?
Mel Kiper said that should
These
be
they
illegal,
they like they can't
Mel
read
Kiper thought about
Two
nothing.
that.
single eye safety. I mean, two safety. Yeah.
bro.
Mel
Mel
Kiper
Kiper
stressed right
said
out,
that
boy.
should be illegal, bro.
He stressed right out
He
right
did.
now.
Bryce getting bench out, Mel stressed right out.
All right, gents. So we're gonna close out that topic right now. Before let me get into. I'm gonna go right into the recap of week three,
Oh
and
boy.
I'm not gonna really choose anybody specific on this. Well, maybe yeah. Just to start it off, let me get your thoughts right on Thursday night game, Jets versus the Patriots.
A game happened, boy.
Who wants who wants to go first?
Ah,
You know
that
what?
was so
Fuck it.
long, bro.
Keem and Ali. What y'all saying, bro? What's going on? Jets versus the Patriots. You know what? Fuck that. Angelo,
Uh,
you
Yeah,
can
what you
flex
I'll
on
said.
go
this.
first. I'll
No,
Yes,
go
no,
we
I
first.
can
got
yeah,
flex
you
on
to
this one.
play
yeah.
Friday morning.
You can flex on this one. You deserve it.
Yeah,
I'd go
talk to them,
for
man. Talk to them,
All
man.
right, listen to me. We entered the game and we was playing a donkey team, and we left and we left that game and we beat a donkey team.
Donkey.
That was a donkey team. I know it's gonna get beat.
Nigga
I
said
wish Gordy
donkey
was
team.
inside here because I win Gordy money off air. I don't know what he thought he come in my chat for talking about if I won bet. When he said that I actually was cleaning up my room. I say, what free $50? Let me go message him
He got
back
money
quick
to
before he
lose.
changed his mind.
You want to
I
like
tell
mine,
him, make sure you get that money quick before he change his mind. Listen, but to be honest with you, when you watch the game, I think the game plan was immaculate. I think you had a good average between run and pass. I believe Erod getting more comfortable, and I actually see what he actually did that game. Instead of focusing on Garrett Wilson, because if you notice what they doing is outside of because Gonzalez was on him, but they almost had there was like a safety that was covering. So I wouldn't say it was almost like a double team. I wouldn't go that far, but they really was focusing on Garrett. And what they did was basically they made sure clear it out for other people to score. That's why you notice Conklin had catches, which he never got no catches. Gibson had catches. Mike Williams had catches. Lazard had catches. So he was able to spread the ball around. So I saw Wilson got frustrated at some particular points. I can tell you the one thing I didn't like in the game. If you remember that game specifically, the touchdown with Wilson score, where A-Rod threw a perfect pass in on the side, and he had to basically like wiggle on the inside to make sure it was a touchdown. If you really watch that play, that he really forced that throw because the play before when he passed the ball to Wilson, I think made it to like the 3-yard line. He caught the ball. He juked one guy, was able to get off the next guy, got him. And when he got to the tree, he was frustrated. He slammed his hand down because he was mad because he really wanted the touchdown. And I think A-Rod force feed him that because he felt sorry for him at the end of the day and try to give him a touchdown. The reason why I'm upset with that is this. You can't worry about Garrett Wilson feeling right now. And that play was so dangerous, only because he elite, but Even elite quarterbacks can make a mistake. If he was a 4 inches, 3 inches short on that, that's a pick six. If he'd catch that ball, that was a pick six, and I would have been hot because I would have known you try force feed that to him because Wilson was in his feelings and he was trying to make the young wide receiver happy. At this particular point, Lazard could score all the touchdowns for me, and I don't care. He need to worry about winning.
All right. I feel
That's at
that.
the end of the day.
So Vado, thoughts?
Yeah,
That's
I
what
going
this-
to say on the same play. What he talking about? They actually talk about that. Gonzalez going for the pick because he going out there with 2 arms, and the announcers they were saying, bro, he make a rookie mistake too. Well, he ain't a rookie, but he make a mistake because he should have swatted down with 1 arm. He could have get it with 1 arm, but since he tried pick it because it did look like just like Angelo said, it was a little dangerous throw. So to him, that looked pick six. He was gearing for the home run, but he ain't get it. But
He
yeah,
still is a rookie.
he's a rookie.
He's not
Somewhat.
a rookie, but he only played like
He ain't had
4
no
games.
experience.
Yeah.
He ain't got no
He
Yeah.
played like 4 games, and then we shut him down for the season after he get injured.
Okay. But anyhow, yeah, keep them his ass. So that's what I'm saying.
We asked, but we are not that ass. The problem is what we did. The problem is, hold on, this can be some biased talk right here.
Hold on, Kim. I give you the stage. Give me a second.
We asked, but we redeemable. We are redeemable. The problem is you can't play a good quarterback like A-Rod, and we cannot move the ball. As good as our defense is, they're gonna get tired because we cannot move the ball. Jacoby is quite comfortable going 3 and out. He don't give a flying fuck. He will go 3 and out all fucking game if you let him. Our defense can get tired, and that was the same problem we have with Mark, and that's why you starting to see now our players getting frustrated with him because that was the same issue we saw with Mark. The defense was staying on the field too long. You go because the defense come off the field, you make it stop, bang. Jacoby get in there, 1 run to Stevenson. Stevenson probably pick up 5 yards, 4 yards, maybe get a first down, and that's it. Because Jacoby can't move the ball. He refused to throw any. I understand he trying to be safe. But nigga, move the ball. We need points, bro. That's what caused us to lose to Seattle. You can't go be doing that against elite quarterbacks like A-Rod. You will always lose, and that's why we get embarrassed.
All right. I mean, all right, cool. I feel you.
But-
All right.
But
Vado.
Props to Angelo them for winning. I can't take that away from them.
Ramondre ain't do nothing on their side. So remember that the Jets are the old bottle right up. You all couldn't even run the ball. Though.
Yeah, I was smarter than because that's the only thing we've been doing good, running the ball. Because our quarterback cannot move the ball. So basically, if you really look at us from the season, all our big chunk plays has been in the run game. And I think Austin Hooper and Hunter Henry had a couple of big plays in the first game and the second game against the Seahawks. But that's about it.
Yeah, y'all tight ends, is it?
That's it. Because that's the only way we moving the ball to running the ball.
They just stock the box.
To keep it
And
short,
that's what y'all did, and that's what happened.
That's how you stock the box.
to keep it short, I won't give props to one player. He can be scary in a while. Sauce, God no. I see Sauce doing some things I didn't think he could be doing. Sauce getting his nose dirty, tackling like it's a name, so that I didn't see that coming.
You the hate Sauce. You was Sauce.
You want to carry my boy hard, boy.
No. See, I thought Sauce was the business decision like Deion Sanders type nigga, but he look like he willing to get dirty. I see him make some tackles that and I like, okay.
You need to be making too much of them now. Not on running box. Not on running box.
Game, if your running game ain't working, a passing game ain't working. I was looking at the stats. Brissett ain't throw 200 yards in over 2 years. In about 2 years, bro.
That's I
You laughed just now, man.
You could have been making that up just now, and I would have.
But y'all barely crack 100 yards. I think May is the one who carry all over that because May get a little bit of shine, though. At least y'all get to see that.
Bro, y'all don't understand. That man does not move the ball. Y'all may think I trolling or be. This man does not move the ball.
So what you think Zach Wilson used to do? I had to do this. I had to go through the same thing here.
But Drake May, I can't judge that because to me he play against the bench and I guess he move the ball, but like you won't play first string. So I
He
can't
ain't
even
really
judge
move the
that.
ball. If you look at May, honestly, if you look at that game, May ain't really move that ball.
He moving on
That's
the
a
They
last
really
drive.
didn't. To be honest with you,
well, that's an indictment on our
What?
team because I say indictment.
You had
Listen, I wasn't
Eddie,
even thinking that, Kim.
Eddie,
I don't just like mine. I wasn't thinking that at all. I wasn't
Yeah,
even.
Fado's a sissy. I ain't worrying for him.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway,
But the
because this
Broncos
been
won,
like three,
so I can't say much.
this in like 3 seasons. We can't move the ball on offense. I don't know. We get a new offensive coordinator. I don't know what the fuck. I don't know. Something got to change. We can't move the ball.
you
Our
don't need a
defense.
quarterback.
That's it.
First
You
team.
just
bring
need a
back
good quarterback.
Marcus Chubb.
We on three
I think
Wait,
that's
quarterbacks.
I
it.
told.
But it can help, but I think that's it.
No, listen to me. They may not be
We
an
just
elite
three
team, but I
quarterbacks.
told them this. I said, get Jameis Winston. Listen to me.
I
Jameis
agree
could
too.
throw some interceptions, but the one thing you sure what Jameis could do, he could
I
fling.
agree. I'd rather
He could,
Jameis
and
than
if
Jacoby right now. To be honest
the
with you, I
question
take
is, get
Jameis
Jameis.
James have
Jameis
like
will fling
300
that ball
yards in thing, but he's like 300 yards in thing, but
because he can fling the ball. Jacoby is
yeah.
not gonna fling the ball.
He
Jacoby,
3 games each could be Josh.
I don't care. Jacoby need to get the fuck
We
off this
doing
team.
it too.
Jalen Polk.
Pop
Who?
Douglas.
Who, Jameis?
Yo,
Yeah.
we got
Jameis can find somewhere.
we don't have no wide receiver once, not no wide receiver
You all
twos.
had one, you all let him go, Juju.
Oh,
You need to stop.
I thought he was gonna say Jacoby Myers.
I
But
thought
Hey,
you
Ali.
say Jacoby for judo.
You go
Ali.
balling in Oakland, no.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that was the
Yeah.
last time he was moving the ball.
You was a Pox fan too, man. What you got to say?
I mean, if I can say anything, it's more about the Jets end, but I can start with us. But like Kim say, boy, we can we in a bad football team, We strong in some areas. I like our defense, I like our run game, but boy, the quarterback can't move the ball, bro. If the
Y'all won
quarterback can't move the ball downfield, then ain't really much we could do. But on the Jets end, the Jets is actually one of my sleepers this season. Reason being is
Sleepers.
if their defense could play as dominant as we saw them play last year with that monstrosity at quarterback and Wilson with Aaron Rodgers, if that defense could show up for Aaron Rodgers, but teams go have a long night, but and I could be real. And the offense started to catch rhythm, and they start to click on all cylinders. Teams could have a long season, but boy, it ain't really much takeaways from our team, boy. To be honest with you, I ain't like we gotta put up points, but we gotta move the ball.
Okay.
But what you laughing at, boy?
Oh shit!
Monstrosity.
You can see me. All right. So we can close this out. I'm soon. Trey, what's your thoughts? Pats versus Jets, and then Bernard, you got the next team, which is the Saints versus Philadelphia.
I ain't really watch the game too tough. I
Okay.
ain't gonna lie. I don't like being a team. But for what I did see though, I understand Angelo point on that pass from Rodgers though. But that's Rodgers. So only a few people maybe can make that throw. See it, he's saying. So
I
he
feel
could take them chances.
All
I'd
right.
rather see Lazard on that chance though, just because I feel they have a better connection normal. But for what I see so far, it looked like Lazard gonna end up getting the team as wide receiver one.
What?
Yeah, wait. No way. It's still Garrett Wilson, but I really wanted to sit up to make Angelo mad. He still have this infatuation that if Devontae Adams come now, that Garrett Wilson is wide receiver one.
I mean,
Boy,
he
listen to
wildin',
me.
but you wildin' too.
Listen to me. Listen to me. After I see A-Rod take a chance to throw that throw to appease him, I even more confident inside. I don't think y'all really understand how dangerous that throw was. He wasn't even on the A-Rod wasn't even on the right hand side, running to the right and make that throw. He was actually more on the left, and that ball, and he was more in the middle of the field.
But we watched,
and he made that throw on the right.
That throw before though.
sorry, you can't put that
That
up.
dangerous. That dangerous.
I'll see if I can find it. What am I
He
looking
could
for?
put it in a spot where only the receiver could catch it.
Pause, man.
But Garrett Wilson touchdown. A-Rod get Wilson touchdown. That should come because I think that's his first touchdown of the year.
And he's wide receiver one.
Yeah, man.
So I'd get like 4 of them.
That's good for him. We using him as a distraction. Don't worry, we ain't playing no hero game.
Distraction, and end up getting the big payday, boy.
I don't mind.
Hey, that Braylon Allen fella, he dangerous too, huh?
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie.
That's a run.
And I tell you, I say that from that time.
I found it. Give me a second. I'm about to pull it up right now. I assume this is it.
Look at the spot he put that in, though. Jesus Christ.
Wait, that's an Aaron Rodgers.
That's what they saying, though. That's an Aaron Rodgers type of joke.
It ain't even coming up on my own.
He put that anywhere else. That's a
nowhere
pick
close to that, boy, realistically.
Look at Gonzalo Lock, man.
He is nowhere close to that.
else he put that.
Why he have that name?
Okay.
Why he have that name?
Gonzalo
Lock. What do you do?
Look where A-Rod is. Look exactly where A-Rod is.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
You know. Wait, listen to me. That's too dangerous.
We watch A-Rod.
A-Rod ain't even on the right hand side of the field where you could say, okay, this easy to throw.
But you don't believe, even if Garrett Wilson in the wrong spot, the DB can't catch that.
That's a.
Wait, that difficult, boy. That's from like basically one side of the field to the next.
Wait, I never see Patrick Mahomes show something like that, bro.
Wait, stop your fuck.
No,
move on to the next.
Moving on. I'll tell you this. I will say this though. The only other two people I think can make that throw is Mahomes and Stafford. They're the only other two I think can make that throw.
I get it.
But I think Josh Allen can make that too, bro.
Josh Allen can make that?
Josh
Allen got to be tight, bro.
Josh most likely to throw a pick on that.
Josh, either you can throw a pick or you can throw that way into the stands.
All right, so
hey, I like you giving Matt Stafford a little shout out. Do I ain't gonna lie?
Who you like, bro?
He like
I thought
hold on, what the person
he
say?
likes Matt Staff.
He like you giving a shout out.
But I put Matt Stafford in my elite quarterbacks at the end of the year.
He did.
You gotta be honest and look at these things, man.
All right, so thing is, right,
you laughing at two as your quarterback. Two can't make that throw, bro.
That better than Jacoby.
Jacoby
so last week,
at least Jacoby can stay on the field.
Jacoby and throwing that first of all,
and y'all still losing. What a shame.
Oh shit! Hold on, my wife. Great. All right, so last week one of the topics was, like I was bragging about the Saints when they dropped that 47 on who was it?
Cowboys.
Right on the Cowboys. So basically one of the topics was just like, what's their ceiling? But then watching the game on Sunday against Philadelphia, just to me, who's that? The game was pretty mid. So Bernard, you can start it off first. What's your thoughts on the Saints versus Philly, who was pretty, mid as well?
That's the game I was really concentrating on besides my Broncos playing the Bucks. I really wanted to watch that game because I wanted to see Vic Fangio and Clint Kubiak go at it. And just as I expected, Vic Fangio put clamps on that Saints offense, and the rest was, as they say, history. So I expected the Eagles to win. I know it was going to be a dogfight. Expected slightly more scoring, but I figured that the Eagles was going to win because Vic was going to slow down the Saints offense.
Okay. What about you, Chrissy?
First of all, the Saints got blood on their hands because
I remember you said in the group. Sorry,
18 days without a murder, and as soon as they lose, someone get killed. So they're doing good. Derek Carr was saving the city, but I guess it didn't happen anymore. I think the Saints do everything to lose that game, and I mean the Eagles. My bad. They was basically trying to give Saints a game, and the Saints didn't capitalize. They was on 3 points for so long.
Yep.
I think what halftime was like 3-0 or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
They had plenty turnovers that game. Eagles had a lot of turnovers. Every time I look,
that was a mid-off.
Interception or fumble, and they just wasn't capitalizing. And I guess they got locked up. They couldn't do anything with it. Normal, but Yeah, man. To that point, they gotta do better than that. I mean, they just score 40 something. So that's a big difference. That's like night and day.
So the problem was, so basically, what you're saying is that it's not that Philadelphia played good. It's just the Saints played bad.
In my opinion, yeah.
Okay, all right. What about you, Vado?
I think we gotta remember now. The Eagles got an abundance of talent on both sides of the ball. So while they look bad so far this season, they still have the ability to turn it on when they need to. D line solid, DBs. Sorry, stop.
I ain't gonna lie, that was a wild one though.
Defensive line solid, and they DB CJ Gardner Johnson. You know what he's do. But I ain't watched too much of that game. I can be honest, but I was surprised to see that Kamara and especially Rashid Shaheed. He gave me 0 points in fantasy, bro. I was like, he had to be under lock and key. Like, what was happening? I mean,
They missed couple targets though.
okay,
Of what I see, they missed 1 or 2 targets.
all right.
Yeah, Carr ain't play his best.
No, that's why I feel Saints give it up. I ain't gonna lie.
That game
No,
was
maybe.
more.
Not in
That
that
game
way.
was more on the Eagles
I
because the
ain't saying
Eagles
nothing,
shouldn't
bro.
really
I
be
ain't saying
in a
nothing,
mid
bro.
off with the Saints. To me, they shouldn't be in a mid off.
I agree. I had the Eagles to win that game, and I feel like my bad. I had the Saints to win that game. But watching the game, I was like, boy, the Eagles playing with their food, dog. Like, they just sitting there doing a bunch of foolish. But they still at every game. Every game now is a struggle to them.
The Eagles really,
That's
the
it,
Eagles
bro.
really couple bad things away from being 0-3. Like they really got some couple lucky breaks.
And they should be 3-0. That's the crazy part.
Yeah, that's also crazy because they should be 3-0 and they also should be 0-3 because they do plenty fuck this season. They do plenty fuck. But I already knew the Saints wasn't gonna score all that much. The Cowboys defense is trash. Jesus, they is trash.
Anybody seeing Michael Parsons? Because I put him on a middle watch list.
Not
Probably
since
on
he
the
get paid.
podcast somewhere. He's probably on the podcast.
He on the podcast.
Yeah, he's somewhere on
Not
the
since he
podcast.
get paid.
He ain't get paid yet.
Oh well, he probably worried, but did he? Because he have his own little thing in college.
Yeah, he weird too.
What?
These kind of things probably upsetting him.
Trey, what about you though?
I feel like Saints just lose that one. Probably tired scoring all them points. I think they first 2 games it was home, then away, then back home. That's plenty traveling too. So
I'll straight down the road, bro.
I know where their first game was. I can't really remember.
They're
No, they won
Carolina.
Dallas. They second game is Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know how far it is from New
Dallas
Orleans.
right, Texas right there by Louisiana, right next door.
You know how it is. I still feel Eagles is trash. I ain't
Same
getting
here.
no answer.
Same here.
That all right now.
Yeah,
Saints
Hey,
just
Angelo.
lose that one.
they gotta fire their coach. The Eagles gotta fire their coach.
So Eagles gotta fire their coach.
Yes.
I thought
But the
it
Bears
Yes.
gotta
Yeah.
beat McDermott.
Oh,
Yes,
Sirianni.
yeah, Serrani.
Sirianni then been to the Super Bowl though. And he ain't the one who fumbled.
I was all for
Wow.
giving him one more year, because remember, Angelo, me and you was talking about this last year. He was like, boy, he might get fired. I said, no, but they got to give him one more year. But the buck stops here, bro. If he don't do nothing this year, he got to go.
So
Bro.
why McDermott getting all this love?
Because McDermott
They
is a better
situation
coach.
different.
McDermott, Buffalo look good. Philly look bad. What you
Not
mean?
just that.
But I get
Jalen
that.
Hurts,
Bro,
Yeah, I
Oh,
agree
bro,
with
order
Martin.
points,
you ain't looking at
Buffalo look good.
But
You ain't
Buffalo,
looking at it.
at a point in time, you gotta win, man. Come on, man. At least go
You
to the
everyone
Super
can't
Bowl.
win,
At
Trey.
least neck them Ben
Trey,
to the
everyone
Super Bowl.
can't win.
Neck them
Yeah.
Ben. He ain't win, but at least he been.
Yeah.
McDermott ain't even been.
You
Don't
gotta
give
look
me
at
No,
it
that
like
but
this,
excuse
though,
with
Trey.
Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, you know how the
Niggas out
Eagles have
there
a way
injured.
better
Niggas
team than
injured.
the Bills. The Eagles team. The Eagles way better. Their team on paper way better than the Bills team.
Yeah, correct.
When did they go into the Super Bowl?
Now, right now.
Their
I don't, but
defense
when
way
did they go
better.
into the Super Bowl?
Defense way better.
Yes, they was the best team in the league.
when
That's
he
the
just
year
won the
when.
Super Bowl, they was
I think
they was
so.
Remember
running
now.
roughshod on the league.
Because if
Remember
Niners
now.
would have
I think that year.
Brock Purdy, we'd have been saying something different.
I don't think the Niners was winning in Philly.
No,
No,
Purdy
wait.
get injured, boy.
I still
They
don't think
had
they was winning in Philly.
seven. They had 7 people on the line. I think without 10 sacks. Whenever you ever hear anything, I think it was 7 or they had like 7 people without like 10
All right,
sacks.
now
that's when they was
when
running
Purdy
roughshod
going
on the
on,
league.
when Purdy going on, who was the quarterback? Christian
Yeah.
McCaffrey.
But I still don't think the Niners was winning that game in Philly.
wasn't
To me,
winning.
the Niners needed home field
You
advantage.
acting like Kansas City win by so much. Kansas City,
No, they win by so much. They win by a fumble.
yeah. So
But it wasn't
Philly was
Nick
running
Sirianni.
roughshod over the league. Then,
It
bro, when
wasn't-
Philly was playing that year,
It
all you
was the
had to do is
best team
just
in the league, bro.
all you just had to know is they win by they win by over 10. That's all. You don't have to worry about nothing else. You don't have to look at the score.
Yeah, but
Mahomes beat the best
I
team in
still
the league
wouldn't
twice.
say quick to fire Nick Sirianni. I'll fire
Yeah,
Sean McDermott before I fire him.
And Jalen Hurts regressing too. So
So you
Yeah,
can
And he
blame
don't
him.
like him.
yeah,
He
and
don't
they
like
having
him.
problems. They have friction.
Listen to me. This the difference.
AJ Brown
McDermott
like
and
him,
Josh
you know.
Allen are on one accord for the most part. They on one accord. So you got to look at this, and it ain't. You cannot look at these things from just winning. That's why I say, wait, everything is context. Everyone knows Sirianni decisions on these 4th downs that could get criticized. If it go good, he get the praise. If it go bad, when you have a coach would influence the game that much based on unconventional football decisions, not being up 14 points and don't want to go for a field goal because he want try make a 21-point lead and then the team come back and lose by 1 point or 2 point or something like that. But those type of decisions is why Sirianni, to me, his job is being such like up in the air for the most part. Most coaches don't coach like how he's coached. I think the only other coach you might see out there with his carry on like that is what Detroit coaching here.
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell.
Yeah,
So
Campbell.
you
Campbell, he's
want
taking.
God be job too then.
Yeah, no, but he's be success. But listen to me. His team been if you watch him from the first year he came inside there, they've improved. They haven't regressed as of yet. They was shitty. Then they mess out. I think that's the year when A-Rod, then they just been getting better and better and better. So you can't fire a coach with just getting better and better and better. They haven't regressed as of yet. So when you look at Sirianni, his situation completely different. Now, Tori, you was talking about the game for the most part. Because I know you to call my name. I just won't give it brief. I ain't gonna be long. But when you look at the game, Kamara, he had like 3.3 yards per carry. If you look at the first 2 games, he averaged over 5 yards a carry. So to me, when you look at the way the Saints is right now, it looked like if Kamara could get going and get over 100 yards, they could win. If they can't get the run game going with Kamara, then it look like they gonna struggle to score. Because the first game he had 5.5 yards to carry, and then afterward the second game he had 5.5 yards to carry. This game he had 3.3, and if you force Carr to be throwing the ball because he ain't getting enough touches, that could always be, to me, that could be the issue. What you see with them, so they go as Kamara go, and if you look, Kamara basically stays second best wide receiver. Or at least you can make an argument. Kamara stays second best wide receiver, so everything is based on Kamara. So he has to play elite for them to me look like for them to win.
Okay. I see.
I just want to interject right quick.
What's up?
They say Derwin James 1 game suspension has been upheld. What do you even do? I see he gets suspended.
Say late, he didn't get lated or some shit.
Yeah, definitely.
He knocked the shit out that Steelers tight end.
A little dirty.
Damn.
That didn't make no sense though.
Well, fuck the Chargers.
Real.
Your dog though.
Shams tell me he was coming in at 9:30. It's
Shams.
You don't
10:30.
want to talk.
believe that?
You don't want to talk.
Say Shams like. So, Vado, you got the floor now, man.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Well, my fellow Bronco brother in here, so I ain't gonna be long because I want him to talk on this too, but not. But finally take the training wheels off Bo Nix. It was so beautiful to see him rock back, read the field, first read, second read, third read. If he ain't got no read, he take off and run the ball. First read, you know who's going to tell him the truth?
Hold on, Vado. You dipping out, bro.
Yeah, we got
Starlink broken.
Never. You can
Okay.
hear me now?
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
All
Yeah.
right. I think that was a headphone jack though. But I was saying the first couple of weeks he was just doing the 3-step drop, dropping back, and either he was picking someone before he snapped the ball, or Sean Payton them to done train him on this play. This is your first. You take this read or whatever. But now they take the training wheels off. He looked much better this week. Javonte get going this week because I was wondering where he was. Even though we had another running back who fumbled the ball. Angelo asked me, said, "Do you still have that guy who's fumbled the ball?" I said, "No." 3 plays later, the nigga fumble. I was like, Jesus Christ. But
Yeah, Javante fumble.
that was Javonte. All right. And Tampa scored only 7 points of the game off that fumble. But luckily, we was able to hold the momentum down. Our defense played beautiful football. PS2 is still that nigga. He right off the sauce. He right on par with sauce, actually. But that's a whole different vibe. But I look at his stats the other day. Because I really thought Pickens killed him last week, right? But when they look at it, they show Pickens only had 2 catches on him. So PS2, he really holding everybody in check. I was surprised Mike Evans didn't do much against us. Godwin had a solid game. He had a touchdown. But for the most
Now I'm
part,
surprised.
we had Baker frustrated. I know you used to say that. But we had Baker frustrated. I really was impressed with my defense. But Bo Nix, he should have get the game ball. He played beautifully. And I hope he continues along this path.
Okay.
I can't wait to talk on my rookie like this.
Hey, Ali, let me get your thoughts, bro.
He
How you
sleep.
gonna sleep it?
You probably cooking.
You got to go to Bernard, the next Bronco.
No, not yet.
Ain't nobody cooking for you tonight, eh?
I can't take your.
Not tonight.
Why Tori even would get me started?
No, yeah, I can't take you all back to back.
Pause.
Pause.
Hold on. I said it first. I said it first. Y'all niggas like my Trey. Let me get your thoughts.
Yeah, Chris, I don't know who you trying to talk to.
I tell you.
Hey, Elliot, let me get your thoughts, bro, on the game.
Overall, Baker did look horrible. I ain't gonna tell no lies. I wasn't expecting that. But give it to the Denver defense. They do their thing. They've been playing solid from like the second half of last season. So it look like it continuing this year. So I get that a shout out. Like Vado say for real though, because the first 2 games we watching the growth, it really looked like they only giving Bo Nix 1 read or telling them, boy, swing it to the running back. Simple as that. But that game, it looked like he had 1 or 2 more reads and going through more progressions. And if he feel like, boy, you know one open, tuck it and run. No more. But overall, it was a good game for Denver. Shout out to my boy, they get their win. They glad they're in the win club no more. Because you got to step up, Dread.
Damn it. Week 7, we should have won. We should have won. I
Yeah.
say who we could beat, but
Yeah.
Ah,
yeah.
that's a
Don't
lot of
bring that.
weeks.
Don't.
See, I
Don't
didn't
worry.
say nothing. See who's
Don't
talking.
worry.
Chrissy, you should thank you though.
Right?
Trey
Yeah, we
could
can
be
thank
playing by
we
week
got 1
7.
win. I know that.
Chrissy,
They
you
are
should thank
tanking though. They are
and trade the
tanking,
pick.
not intentionally, but they are
No,
tanking.
Tank and trade the pick for a haul. That's it.
But
What about you,
Paul?
Kim? What about you, Kim?
Well, I didn't watch their game like that because after I see the Broncos is winning, that was upsetting me. So I didn't even lie to you. After I see they was gonna win, I was sick to my stomach. But yeah, Broncos defense balling. I'm Bo Nix to look good. Baker came back down there. This happened.
You cold,
You cold, man. Yeah, it's normal.
He just had a bad week, man.
All right.
This happened. Baker ain't an elite quarterback. They good.
No,
They good for
but
one shitty
Denver,
game here and there.
Denver Better than
Couple,
Tua.
a couple shitty.
Get there.
Whoa, who say better than Tua?
Ali, come on, man.
Baker
Come on.
better than Tua, bro.
That's what Ali Pop
Baker
to say.
better than Tua.
That's what he pop up to say.
Baker is better than Tua.
We go bake that macaroni, bro. Like we ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
Go bake that.
That's
All
the
you
only
can
Baker
do.
you need to worry about.
Hey, Angelo, what's your thoughts though? I mean, you're not shocked with Mike Evans not playing good, but that's a separate topic.
Don't
What's your
get on
thoughts?
this again.
What's your thoughts on the game?
I agree with they gone said first read because the first couple of games it looked like he was just doing one read, and if that read wasn't there, it was just like, hey, break off running. He may get to a second read if the pass protection is actually for that particular play. If it's really, really good, he may go to a second read. But for sure, if you see that first read and that second read gone, he didn't know what to do. Now, last game, I don't know if that's more of a indication that he's got better and Sean Payton got him to actually go through film and actually see a couple things. But whatever Sean Payton gonna see, this upcoming week he playing the Jets. That ain't happening. So
Cold.
he's snapping right back to reality.
I can't wait till we get to the scores, the predictions for this week.
Listen to me. He can't.
Price
Listen
of
to
the
me.
brick gone up.
We burning jet fuel all
Yeah,
next
bro.
week.
Boy, Battle, you
We gonna
talking
be
greasy
burning,
for real, bro?
burning jet
Oh.
fuel all next week.
All right.
And
I don't
but
see
I-
playoff.
I just
Hold on.
one last thing, Tori.
Yeah,
So,
bro. You good.
you all play. We all play again. Wait, what? Just slipped my mind. Tampa, yeah. The one thing I didn't like about the game, though, I believe Tampa still could have won the game, but I mean, basically Baker is what he is. Like you all say, I like Baker as a coach. I mean, as a quarterback. But to me, him and Jameis, them just the same. They like almost the same way. They have spurts, and like how Fitzpatrick was. They have spurts where you look at them and say, okay, you might not be the elite, but if I have a good defense, something I could do.
We could get by.
Yeah, I could get by and get the
Baker
playoff,
better
and
than
then
Jameis.
They gunslingers. That's what you
No,
consider.
but
Baker
I'm
better
no,
than
but
Jameis. He
no,
less
but
of
I'm
a
saying-
gunslinger than
Jameis is a
Jameis.
gunslinger.
yeah, but I'm
That's a
saying
pure
Baker too, though.
gunslinger.
they have
good if he have
spurts. They have spurts. That's how Fitzpatrick was. Fitzpatrick had spurts where you say, "Boy, this nigga could be elite if he just learn it," but they just can't sustain it. No, boy. Fitzpatrick had a run with us.
Fitzpatrick got to run with them. This nigga talking about.
Yes, correct. Fitzpatrick got to run with them.
The
Correct.
defense had a run touchdowns. The defense
Magic
was averaging
No, lead is a
48
little
points a
stretch,
game.
Not elite, but
No, listen to me. Fitzpatrick had a stretch.
You all forget
He had
why
a stretch,
they didn't
man.
want that little short
I
midget
remember
starting it.
But
That's what
You see that
Yeah.
game? You see that game? That game with Josh Allen just had? Fitzpatrick got a couple of them, you know.
Fitzpatrick, you all
Fitzpatrick
forget
got
why
a
that
couple of
little
them
short
same
midget
game like
couldn't
what Josh
start.
Allen had.
They had to beg to start tour because of Fitzpatrick. Don't forget that.
No, he can't
first of
sustain
all,
it.
Tua still was coming off the hip injury.
No, wait, that was to a rookie year.
Yeah, he's coming off the hip injury.
Yeah, he got
Yeah. Yeah, and they
So
didn't
they
want
can't-
Tua to play. They had to beg Flores to play him. 'Cause they said we didn't
And
draft
I know
this
why
nigga.
they forced nigga to play. But in any event, Fitzpatrick didn't look great or good.
And he
that
used to come
season.
in and save
The
Tua.
defense
No,
was
I
elite
can't.
that
I'm looking at the
season.
numbers now, but I can't let you do that. Fitzpatrick threw 31 touchdowns and 4,000 yards that year with the Jets, bro.
I'm
can't
telling
let
you.
do that, bro.
With the
These
who?
niggas, they-
Wait, that's elite, bro. That's
the who?
elite.
Say what the
You say
Ali.
with the Jets?
and I was still when it was 16 games, right?
Yep.
That was 16
you need
games.
more context though, Ali.
That was with the Jets, but
Maybe.
not with
You
the
do, I don't know.
Dolphins. I ain't get what
I
you
mean,
do with
but
the Jets.
Ain't really nothing much you could do with the
That
Dolphins.
in
but
the
you
Jets
can't
Hall
go
of
there and
Fame,
expect-
probably. I ain't give a fuck what he do with the Jets. You better wake up, yo.
All right, hold on, wait. So Bernard, I can let you close it out as the fellow. Whoa, fuck. Anyway, Bernard, if you could close out the topic. Close out the topic.
Yeah, I
Got
gotta
on
get on
camera
the
for
screen
this?
now for this. Votto was up.
Yeah, they
What's up?
cool.
Well, you come on the camera just like mine, bro. Everything.
Oh no. Let me tell you something. This for all them niggas talking shit for my first round quarterback. I say, call me, check me week 3, week 4. And so said, so done.
Y'all
My
1 and
boy
2,
finally
bro.
stopped. Sean Payton finally stopped switching them personnels every goddamn play. As Vado could definitely attest, he see it too. Every single time the play snap, you got all new personnel coming out on the field. You mess up the flow of the game. But the biggest story for that was on defense. I don't know if anybody noticed, but we have the first white cornerback since Jason Seahorn for the Giants. Riley Moss, 3rd round pick from Iowa 2 years ago. PFF rated this dude in that game at the 91. And that's very accurate grade. He punched the ball out to Cade Orton, the tight end, where Brandon Jones picked it up, and he made an incredible play on a 3rd and 7, and he run all the way across the field when Baker going to lob it up, and he knocked it right back freaking down. It was an all-around dominant performance. I'm very proud of my team. And now all I got to say is bring in the New York Mets. I mean, Jets. I mean, what that team name is New York again, Angelo?
Trash.
Chat.
Yeah. Let me spark up something so I can burn up all that jet fuel.
Whatever. All
This
right,
could
cool.
You better be back
Hey,
here next
what-
week Tuesday, you know.
One thing with Vado. Vado.
Yeah.
You say Josh Allen passed to 10 different receivers,
Yeah.
but I see next pass at 9. A solid, but
Yeah, he was doing his thing.
he's dishing, but
How much Jacoby passed to?
Ah,
All right, so let me see.
niggas ain't even that.
I don't.
nobody guessed.
Yeah, like a lot of these games, I don't give a fuck about. Colts versus Bears.
Trash.
That's a mid
Clem should
off.
have been here for that New York game, man. Make Clem gone.
Neighbors, bro.
He said to call him back when the neighbor's topic reach. So
That's the only thing you have to talk
Damn
about.
thing is this.
Special guest with VIP.
We got the Vikings game, man.
The neighbors special analyst.
Yeah,
Let's talk about the
game was-
Vikings.
Hey,
The Vikings
I sent the
game-
video. I sent the video in the group, but nigga had the usher on CJ Stroud.
all right, so
Niggas
Trey,
is styling.
you can start this off. What's your thoughts on this Vikings versus?
This was a surprise to me. I still can't believe the Vikings 3-0 them. But anyway, I wasn't expecting CJ Stroud to have this part of the game. But against this team, granted, I was expecting like a bad game to come. But yeah, not against this team. Not in this fashion. It's really bad, ass. I ain't gonna lie.
Your boy is the defensive coordinator. What you
Yeah,
expect?
he could coach up a defense, but he can't coach a whole team. Don't give him
Yeah.
a whole team to run.
Yeah, that's fine. There's plenty people like that. They can't blame people.
They don't
that.
like the dog but Flores. You know.
I know. That's why I brought it up.
Flores is trying.
No man,
That's
I
why I
could
brought
always
it up.
give him me props, but he's a good defensive coach. But as a head coach, nobody. Terrible.
Wait, the only thing I see Houston do good.
By the way,
today-
Aaron Jones
Hang on.
balling. So,
Wait,
so,
the only thing I see Houston do good that game is they shut down Justin Jefferson in the second half. He could do
Houston
It
about
happened
the
last game though.
I think that
Ain't
nigga
nothing
fully
special
healthy. You
for
know.
that.
Like, to be
Think
honest.
so?
No, I don't
I
think
think
he's fully
so.
healthy. Houston
know what I
about
noticed,
to have
though?
a serious problem because they got Diggs now. He can ruin them.
I was glad Diggs stayed cut off from Minnesota.
But
That's
I
a
want
why.
them to lose so bad, but I hate Texans so much, but
But and they beat the Bills last year though.
when?
When Jefferson catch that miraculous
Oh yeah.
That thing that big
that
catch.
catch.
That was
That
game of the
big
year.
catch.
That was game
Yeah,
of
that
the year.
was solid for real.
Texans about to decline though. You ain't got to worry about them, Chrissy. I mean, if y'all get your shit together, y'all could.
Man,
Wait,
yeah.
our division is a
Man,
joke,
but
bro. Our
game
division
man,
is a
but-
joke.
It is.
No matter what our division, at the end of the day, we still could be
One
garbage.
bad game. Watch what they do to the Jags this weekend.
We can
What about you,
bounce back.
Vado?
We can
The
bounce
Vikings
back.
versus the Texans.
I mean, the only thing surprising me is Darnold. I mean,
Angelo tried to tell y'all. Listen.
Hey, that's brought up, you know.
Notice,
Out of
hey,
it, you know,
Q,
mate.
Q, Trevor Lawrence. I tell them about this one. Trust me, I tell them. Donald played good in San Francisco.
I ain't gonna lie. Every
I don't
time,
think that Donald wasn't bad. As Zach Wilson was trash. I have to give you that. Zach Wilson is ass.
all of them was trash in the Jets. So don't stop
Donald
that.
was a product of
Donald
the
was
team.
trash in the Jets too.
He was a
No,
product
the
of
team was trash, but he was trash because he was a part of the team.
He had weapons though. Donald had weapons.
No,
I don't think so. The
no,
Jets was bad back then.
no,
I
they
don't want to
wasn't
talk about them.
trying.
I don't want to talk about them side. Sorry, this. Are you on the big and better things now, Chrissy?
I ain't gonna lie, like
I blame him.
the Broncos game was on, so I wasn't really focusing on that game. But one thing I can say, every time we look up, Donald was throwing a touchdown, but he threw like 40.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
threw 4.
Yeah.
What that wide receivers with y'all had Angelo back then? Who was there for the longest haul? What? Who was Tiefin, man? Oh,
Antonio Holmes.
no. He just was there with Donald. He was doing some big Tiefin. Your wide receiver one around that time.
I go on to say Braylon Edwards.
You mean Robbie?
No, not Robbie.
Robbie Chosen.
Davis wasn't on that thing.
Davis.
You know,
That's who it is. Corey Davis. Corey Davis got a teeth. Wow.
And he's still in the league, right?
Possibly.
Right.
I can't say Corey Davis could have teeth, you know.
He was
Corey
dire.
Davis should have never come to the Jets to be a number 1. He was always a number 2. And they brought him over. This is the second time we do this. We do this with Corey Davis, and we do this with Decker. We take 2 wide receivers who basically was number 2 wide receivers.
I'll never forget they take that off our hands and they
Wait, I ain't
And they
gonna
actually
trash.
Corey Davis
And they
was
brought him
on
over
there
there.
for 1 season.
expecting them to be a number 1 at the end of the day. So I wouldn't gonna. I mean, some of that you have to blame that on the organization. I got to put them on us, then put them on, then put that on them. They played to their potential. They just wasn't that player.
Yeah, I can move to New York to do reality show, bro.
But if you look at Vikings, if you look at that game with Vikings, I mean, don't get me wrong, Donald played there good, but Donald had 180 yards, 181 yards. So he didn't really show the ball. What happened is Stroud them just keep giving them the ball off turnovers, and the lead just keep piling up over and over again. And that's another game. I think Aaron Jones had what? I think he's another one. He had over 100 yards. He had like 5.5. He has another one who had like 5.5 or 5.4 rushing yards per attempt. Whenever you have if you look at most all these games where the team went, all these running backs, once they get around 4.5 and higher, it kind of difficult to beat them. Once the running game gets set up, it kind of easier on the quarterback. That's why I believe. I mean, not to go on another topic, but that's why I believe Cowboys struggling. They don't have no run game.
Fox.
Not at all.
Ezekiel Elliott in the year of our Lord 2024.
I don't know what Zeke do fast
Lord.
that made Jerry call him back right away.
I don't mind him coming back, but he can't be number 1.
It might be for some reason soft script, bro.
You know the system.
Jerry
We know
Jones
that.
kind
Really know the
of
system.
strange, boy.
Yeah,
I don't think they just respect the position. I think a lot of teams don't respect the position. They think the running back position is just
it might be something.
anyone could just play it.
Video just leak.
Jerry
Yeah, Jerry Jones kind of strange, boy.
You know them inches.
Donald inherited a good team though. The
Whoa,
Vikings.
whoa.
Literally, bro.
I couldn't.
You couldn't boss that because you know what he almost. So.
Anyway,
All right.
back to the Vikings. They that's a good team. Donald inherited though. Justin Jefferson and Jones. That's a good team.
Wait,
So
Jordan Addison retired.
So you think that Donald? You think he's better than Cousins? Keith?
No.
Then
Hell no.
What y'all think gonna happen when JJ McCarthy ready to come back?
Nothing.
He got the set.
That's it.
Let's set this one
So
up. Let's
next
talk
year-
about the Steelers.
Next year, y'all think Donald could still be there?
Kim,
No.
I could let you start
I
this
didn't
off.
tell-
Why not? They can't let him go.
Why?
I mean, I would.
I told Wes. I told Wes this in Grove Holiday. If I was him, I was asking for $40 million a year.
What?
I
I hang that phone right up.
Hold on. Let's give me a chance. If Donald continue to play, listen to me. If Donald continue to play this well, and let's just say they win 12 games, and he continue to play this well, There's no way if he had the open market, and I guarantee you could be a team who could buy. And he say, listen, I want $40 million a year, 120 guarantee. If I go and I say, yeah, listen, I'm telling you, listen to me. Y'all
We got
laughing. I'm serious. Listen to me. Y'all give Trevor Lawrence 55. I feel like he could feel like he giving you a deal.
Wow.
I see the logic.
But he really is the thing.
I see the logic.
Angelo,
Listen to
That
me.
might be that might be the
Everything
reason
is
Dallas can't
business.
get that.
Listen to me. Everything is business. And everyone know the one position teams is overpaid for where they feel like, because everybody feel like I one quarterback away from winning a Super Bowl. If I could just get a okay quarterback, I could do. That's just how all teams think. Every
I
team,
feel that.
even, I don't tell you, even New England right now, you could probably get New England to actually say, hey, if I get Donald to come there,
Not for 40
he
million.
could at least be good enough there. I could make compete there.
Listen,
I
tell him.
you can get 120, 25. You ain't giving no
no,
40.
Angelo right though, but let me tell you something. Because if someone we live in a world where Kirk Cousins get the guy down by. Now you know who signed
Kirk
down
Cousins.
once he get something.
He deserved it though, Kirk.
Y'all is keep insulting Kirk, and I don't like this.
Yeah, why?
Because he's fucking unsaid
I think Kirk is good.
Kirk have a body of work too. Donald don't have a body of
I-
work.
I
1
think
year
Kirk
ain't
is
getting
good.
40.
No,
I ain't gonna lie, I wish I had Kirk
just
on my
go from
team
one
right now.
season, buddy.
Kirk
You
teams
could say
let him
body
down
weight.
plenty times.
Kirk is garbage.
Kirk is
Kirk
not
teams,
garbage.
Kirk team let him down plenty times.
This
Stop
nigga
that.
school.
I can't call Kirk
You could say the same thing with Donald.
Kirk like Stafford to me. That's like
Oh no, don't sorry.
hold
You
on.
can't do that.
Just
Don't
years
let you
being
do that tomorrow.
right on a
Martin
bad
Stafford was
team.
on the
Hold
Lions,
on,
though.
Right,
hold on,
let-
hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
He
I ain't gonna lie.
was on a bad
Stafford was on a bad
Hold
team
on.
in Detroit
Stafford was
for
on
real
a
though.
horrible team, bro. Like
In
Hold
Detroit,
on.
it was
Hold
bad.
on, hold
Sorry.
on. I see
Martin
so-
division.
Stafford can
Hold
play the
on.
quarterback position.
I
Kirk Cousins can't play quarterback. He suck.
I so happy.
What?
I so happy to see Angelo calling Stafford elite because when I told him, I said, but he on a bad team in Detroit, but watch when he go to Rams. He wasn't convinced. He was like, nah, he
Hold
calling
on.
him elite.
Hold on now. Hold
But
on.
hold
I
on,
saw
hold
them
on, hold
elite.
on, hold on. I see Tory point though, because if you give Kirk Cousins an elite team like what Stafford had on the Rams with all them wide receivers in that defense, Kirk got a ring.
They get knocked out wild card round.
Never, never. Kirk get a ring.
Kirk never wants to get a ring now.
Kirk
And
was
then
getting
wild
a ring.
card team
Kirk
who
was
playing on
getting
the
a ring.
road. They ain't even got the home field advantage. They playing on the road and the wild card round.
Kirk is getting a ring.
But that Stafford thing, Vado. Listen to me. He elite, but my issue is a lot of excuse. Even look at him now. They injured now, but he have two elite wide receivers. If you ask me, each one of them niggas could go on a couple teams and be the number one option.
But what you say
Easily.
when he win the game? What you say when he win the game on Sunday?
No, I gonna say that's why he elite.
All right then.
That's what I said. He elite. That's why I put him like this. Listen to me. There's a few quarterbacks who could win things in 100%, and this is why when Doc to get the money and you always I think some of us had an argument about it.
Yeah.
I had to basically say, hey, I don't feel like I Doc should get the money because at the end of the day, you have to take away to make up for the money. But you know what? I'll improve. Hey, y'all can pay me $50-something million a year. Y'all can pay me $50 million a year. I could suck up most of the caps where we can't sign back some of these players. But I so good, I could still make us a Super Bowl contender, even though we get the money. This idea of just giving quarterbacks the money because, well, who else you going to get? That don't make no sense. You giving them money to do what? You could take up $60 million to the cap, and you got because I don't think they could be able to sign Parsons. Like that's just my honest opinion. I believe Parsons going or they could franchise him. One of the two. So they ain't gonna be able to sign him back. So you trying to tell me Doc's so good to where he could take up that much cap space and still carry a team to the Super Bowl?
60.
I don't think so.
All right, so
Teams supposed to look at these
Doc
rookie deals
County
after
with
Trevor
Andrew.
Lawrence right now.
So Chrissy, let me start you off right on the next game. Chargers versus the Steelers. The Steelers who are now 3-0. I just saying.
3-0.
3-0. Boy.
I mean, I was expecting something like this because from last week I was saying that defense real, and I wanted to see what Herbert would do. with that defense, and unfortunately, he got injured. We're about to see more Heineke.
Normal.
We're gonna see more Heineke, but I glad to see Johnston. He looked like he catch, because he was trash last year in his rookie season. But yeah, man, I think he actually leading the NFL in receiving touchdowns or something like that. So I guess that's a connection we're gonna develop between him and Justin Herbert. But Justin Fields, he, he looking better normal. He looking better. He got people to throw to. I think no, he ain't a DJ Moore last year, I think, but he balling, man. I don't think Russell Wilson gonna be starting anytime soon. I think they're gonna keep going Justin Fields. And once they keep going with this defense, I think they're gonna do some damage in the AFC.
All right, I feel you. All right, Trey, what about you, man? The Chargers versus the Steelers.
Uh, Chargers in the world are hurt. And Justin Herbert can play next game still. But Pittsburgh defense is what it is. It always can be elite every year. Mike Tomlin just might do it again and not go under 500. Father could be mad. But, no.
Real.
Don't worry, I coming soon with something to say.
But
Pause.
but
But
the Steelers, I ain't gonna lie, that's what they been trying to show people to do. Justin Fields just needed to change the scenery. That team in Chicago ain't well run. And Caleb about to find in a minute.
He
That's
done
why
fine now.
the top QBs just don't look good though. Niggas ain't know what they doing and that's side it down. But Fields look like he coming around.
All right, I feel you. Hey, Ali, you've been quiet, man. What about you?
He only is one dog when Dolphins get banged.
Um,
You ahead.
I mean, personally, we ain't get to them yet. But personally, I feel like someone said on the panel, Tomlin can continue his streak. His little streak he have going on, but I have to see
This
more
little
from
streak.
Justin Fields. But I mean, it's a nice win. Uh, but I have to see more from Justin Fields. But this
They
a
3-0,
nice
you
little
know.
grinded out win.
Nice.
Yeah, I know they 3-0, but gotta see more, bro.
Pause.
This 3-0 ain't nothing.
All right, cool.
But with that being said, Justin Fields look impressive so far.
If not, what about you?
Yeah, that was absolute beat down Pittsburgh put on them pause. But I don't feel so bad about Bo and the Broncos losing to them last week based on how that defense playing right now. They
Fuck was that?
they say they're the real deal. Okay, all right, yeah, but they're the real deal. And I felt good because I've been waiting to see John Harbaugh get embarrassed. So, Jim Harbaugh, sorry.
All right. And Angelo, your thoughts?
Uh, I expected Steelers to win the game. Steelers won the game. Uh, I will say this: that was the first game I actually see Fields actually really, to me, more was a passing quarterback. Uh, I'm not sure if success is him throwing the ball over 30 times. I think that's the first time I actually see him. Although 3 games for the season, I think that's the first game he threw over 30 attempts. Over 30 attempts as a quarterback. I don't think that's a success. He need to stay right around 20, 25, depending on the game going. But I think that's another team, the game just based on running and defense. Like I say, even though if your quarterback that's competent, I believe, or even a little bit below average, you could stay in games and possibly even win a lot of games if you have an elite defense and you have a run game. Now, that run game wasn't as good, but the Chargers just, that's another real, even though they was 2-0, that's the next donkey team to be real. I mean, the Chargers, that's the next donkey team.
Where's
That
Shams?
ain't the last long.
Where's Shams?
If you look at Herbert ain't really being a quarterback with slinging the ball out there like that. So He haven't really low yardage. They just managing the game right now. They was able to win a couple of games. I will say this: the only problem I have is I personally don't like the way Tomlin going about the quarterback situation. I see afterwards he refused to name him the starting quarterback. He said there's no need for him to name a starting quarterback right now. I kind of think I don't know. The only way I see that makes sense is he's saying, "Well, I don't want him to get comfortable. I want him to keep playing good or keep some fire up underneath him. So I don't want to give him the job or say publicly I give him the job." And then he locks and then he started playing back. That's the only thing to me that actually could make sense. But to me, for he's still a young quarterback. For him to play 3 games, play well in all 3 games, win 3 games, you didn't really want him. Russ was going to start. Russ get injured. He come in short notice, was able to do what he do, and he's a young. I don't see why just not name him the starting quarterback. It's almost like I think it was the roles was reversed. If he wanted Fields to start and Russell came in, I think he would have named Russell the starting quarterback by now. That's just the way I feel. So to me, I don't know if it's a little youth bias or something like that. I just don't like the way he going about it. Just name him the starting quarterback. You really tell me now if Russell say, "Hey, I ready to go," you know what type of backlash you would get to say, "Okay, we're gonna sit Fields," and we know you ain't gonna do that. So why you just don't name the starting quarterback one time? Because if Russ ready to go by next game, you say, "Hey, or we're gonna have to see who's gonna start." Like, let's be real. I even think Steelers Nation will boo you and tell you what the hell you're doing. So you wasting
And Russ
time.
could lose.
Real.
Russ soft, bro.
Yeah, but don't let Russ lose. Don't do that and let Russ
I
lose.
think Russ was ready
Russ-
from week 1 though,
Russ-
and he was
Russ
fully
is-
uniform up.
Russ soft mentally, and they know that, so they don't ruffle them feathers. That's all it is.
No.
Even look at the last game. Even look at that's why I even believe it's biased. I don't know if you all was aware of this. This kind of make some big news. Not the game was just on the game before this. They won the game. He gave Russ the game ball. Then the media asked him, say, "Why you
Best
give him the game
player,
ball?"
man.
And then he say, "Respectfully, that's none of your business."
That was
Like, I
still
mean,
the thing, though.
that's them to do. But what Russ getting the game ball for? He ain't even. What you want to say? He was supportive.
Yeah, boy.
No, they
Best
give him the
cheerleader.
game ball. They give him the game ball because they beat us. That's why they say, "Oh, the Broncos do." They say Russ get do a little dirty last year, so this is the revenge game for him. So when they beat
Russ
us, they
ain't do
give him
nothing,
the
boy.
game ball.
Russ ain't do nothing.
So you give him the
Feel
ball.
good.
So you give him the ball just be. Come on, man.
Yeah, I agree with you. They shouldn't have given him no game ball, but that's what they want to do.
No.
That's fine with me. I mean, once he in on the Broncos roster, I don't care what he do. So it don't matter.
All right. So moving on to the next game. Trey Elliott.
I didn't want to over this shit.
No, you don't. That's right. Vado, you can start us off. What's going on?
Y'all
All right,
sound
look
like
at
us.
Look here. What that quarterback name would you all start? I forget. it.
Skylar.
Skylar Thompson.
Skylar.
Thompson.
Thompson, 107 yards.
Skylar lay on the ground and give up. He said, "Enough of this shit. I'm not playing no more. I out
Skylar Percent.
Oh,
Y'all deal with this shit. I gone." That nigga,
So
he
you have a
didn't want no
feminine
more.
name like that. You ain't notice everybody with feminine losing. Skylar, little feminine name, sissy name like that can't win.
Look at Gino.
The next one,
Wait,
pinky fingernails, he can't win.
He didn't want no problem.
It's a man sport, man.
That Seahawks defense was all over him, bro. He didn't want no problem.
Wait.
right.
But I gotta give Gino props. For some reason, people don't respect Gino. I ain't gonna lie. I was one of those people last year, but after I see what he do all last year, coming into this year, I have respect for Gino and I know what he can do. So it's funny to me when I see people telling me, "Oh, like West Ham saying, oh, we could beat Seattle and 7-0 game over." Like, bro, Gino can play ball.
Oh,
I hear some
what do you
Dolphin
say?
fans talking
So
shit
the
before this
price
game.
of the
too.
brick going up.
We almost beat Chino now.
I
Let's
hear
relax.
some Dolphin fans talking shit before this game too. And I was like, "But Seahawks can ball, you know." And I told them, I said, "Bro, there's
I
no
hope he-
way y'all going into Seattle with the 12th man, that noisy stadium, with this young quarterback who ain't hardly got no experience and beat Seattle." But I thought the nigga was gonna at least score 10, 14 points. He ain't even do none of that. So
He didn't even get the ball pass, man.
And they showing that third string. I see his stats. Say four touchdown and 12 interception. I say, boy.
Wow.
I even
He-
know
he- no, watch
Boy,
this.
Lord, every now.
Boy play
Skylar-
better than
Skylar's-
Skylar.
Skyler's one
Skylar
touchdown,
Brissett.
3 interceptions.
That ain't hard to do at all, but you got to.
Skylar Brissett.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing.
Skylar
These type
Brissett.
of things is teach you a lot. So now next game I could be looking at Skylar funny. I might start Boyle. I may say, but you use B joking. Let me go with
What you think, Skyler?
Boy, listen to me. Boil ain't no difference. We had Boyle
They get
too. He only
they got
was
ugly,
boil water. Only Boyle is boil water.
Boy.
They sign Utley though. They probably can play up.
Yeah.
Kim, what's your thoughts on the game, man?
Fuck the Seahawks. Man, fuck the
Alright.
Dolphins. But
Lee Marcus, they beat you.
yeah, I'm mad. I see
Look at that horse fall. They ain't going
And they ain't got a lot.
Yeah, that was
the
dangerous.
fuck.
But I already know the Dolphins is gonna lose. I didn't think y'all was gonna lose that bad though. But y'all missing y'all hero, y'all captain Miami. So you can't judge y'all too hard.
This fucking nigga.
Y'all love Tua, bro.
I talking about Sanders.
Man, Elliot,
Watching these highlights in the
you say
back.
much, man.
This game was over anyway. It don't matter.
No,
I mean, it wasn't over right
Hey,
then.
Jay.
But I'm saying.
Let me get this
3 points
off
wasn't
my
bad,
chest now before anyone else say anything.
When Tua coming back?
I right now it ain't looking too hard. But let me say this.
Well, y'all season over.
Wait, it was 17-3 until the fourth quarter with like 6 minutes left. Boy. These niggas couldn't sum up one touchdown. Boy. The defense is on the field majority of this game. Boy. Mind you, Gino ain't play spectacular. No, Gino had one touchdown and 2 INTs, boy.
Two bits.
Boy, and the offense
But
couldn't
you know what else he had?
score, boy.
You know what else he had? He had a W. That's all that matters.
Boy, you lose and you ain't say nothing on your game. That's what they talking about. You want me to get boy.
You gotta call him out, bro.
But Trey, you see what I was saying earlier about us. That's the same way I feel about us.
Yeah,
Our defenses be on the field too damn long. If you get defense on the field that long, or there's only so much. Bro,
He quarterback injury,
Okay, but listen to me.
my
Kim say that
quarterback-
Trey got to a question.
All right.
How do you feel about Joy running? Because my whole point is everybody say this, but it's ways you counter that. If your defense been on the field so long, what that boy named Acne? I just call him Acne. What do you name him?
You know what happened in our
Yeah,
running
some-
game. You know what happened in our
but
running game.
it ain't even that our running game is non-existent, but the O-line non-existent right now. Armstead out with a concussion and eye injury. You trying to figure out on what play that happened?
Excuses.
That picture
Excuse
shows.
But he only had 11 rushes.
Yeah, but
Jesus.
when you get down at a certain point in time, like you say, but you went to run out the window, bro. And the O-line is trash. You
Hey,
ain't trying
I
to
would
run no
ask-
more.
I want to add something to this, right? You know
What
what
is
it's you know what it's
Say what
you
is
know it's
that?
the microcosm of the whole game. Faro could attest to this because I know Faro see his play because he come in the group and comment on his play. But it's like couple seconds left before halftime and Dolphins have the ball. All Skylar Thompson have to do, bro, is take a knee and just go in halftime. But this nigga hold on to the ball, run towards the sideline, and the Seahawks defender run him down from behind and almost half kill him. But that's
Yeah.
low eye.
Hold
That's
on,
low
man.
eye.
I
like,
mean,
bro,
I
it's just
agree,
the
right?
Dolphins
But let me
organization.
ask
That
you
one
something.
play, it's the Dolphins organization.
Hold on.
Yeah, that's the play right here.
Ali, is this the player?
No,
Yeah,
you gotta go.
Yeah. Check talk.
Yeah, this is right here.
I mean,
Yeah,
when you
yeah,
think
yeah.
it's
Foolish this
all
way.
Dog
Look at
rush
this
it off.
foolish this
They get
way.
rushed in the
Look
line,
at
dog.
this way. This nigga boy.
But you either could throw the Hail Mary or
Jeff.
That could have ended so bad. That could have ended so bad because he fumbled. That could have ended up in the fumble return.
But Ali, let me ask you this though. What
Rewind
y'all
that
do
again.
before
He gets
halftime?
sucked again?
Goldberg, boy.
What y'all do before halftime?
Jesus
But
Christ.
I know all I know is, boy. All right.
No, I ain't all what you know.
Okay,
Yeah,
let me be honest with
Look at
you.
this foolishness.
Let me
I
be
mean,
honest.
Jacoby
with
could
you.
do this now.
You want
Let
me
me
to
be honest with you.
on this play though, I screaming and hoping he get injured. No. I was hoping he get injured, boy. Like real
Jacoby
talk,
ain't
but
gonna do
yo,
that.
nigga break his back or something, but no more.
Let me be honest with you.
You
boy.
can't
You
say that.
hoping somebody
Wait.
get injured?
Yeah, I see him on the ground.
Yeah, because he's
Going
still
into
at
the
that fight.
season,
These niggas
I
is do
had
the same thing with Brissett. So ain't no different.
I
Wait,
never said I want
Wait,
Brissett
going
getting
into
shit.
the
That's
season,
West.
I
Stop
had
that.
much
Dog.
expectations for my team.
I just say I want him to
I
get
can be
benched.
real. I had much. Wait, y'all is up. Y'all like the Dolphins is the new Cowboys. Y'all is up expectations every year, and then the same niggas happen, bro.
Yeah,
I
because they
had much
quarterback
expectations for my team. I know.
one head, but one play Chris Benoit with DeMar Hamlin chest.
Real one.
Quarterback think he's a running back. He friggin' drop his shit. I think what this boy dealing with. Hey,
But yeah, the thing about it is, Hill had more yards than I thought. I didn't even know Hill had 40 yards. I won't give him a clap.
Yeah, but
I thought he had like
in the
15,
second
right?
half.
He checked this game long time too. I don't know.
But you know how much times they was Skyler Miss Waddle coming over the middle. He want take a shot to Julian Hill and double coverage, boy. Not Tyreek Hill.
I must say this though.
Not Tyreek Hill now.
He said hello there somewhere.
These niggas weird, boy. I know what they be reading on the field, boy.
Well, he clearly ain't reading nothing with sense after that play at halftime. Jesus. That was horrible.
But they kill you all in the run too, though. They average, that's what Sharp, they had like, what, 91 yards? And he averaged, what, five yards to carry. They kill you.
Most of that come on that last drive when he scored.
Sharp had 27 points in fantasy, boy.
He scored the first touchdown and the last touchdown.
I feel y'all, but we can move on though. So, like, I didn't think we were gonna talk about this game, but I watched this game right at Grove. The Panthers versus the Raiders. That surprised me.
Wow.
So okay, so hold on, wait. So just a question. That's a
I
question.
ain't forget with this game.
Was Bryce Young the problem?
Yes.
Part of it. Part
No,
of it.
man.
I ain't gonna put the whole
I-
thing on him normal.
Bryce
Part
Young
of it.
broken.
Wait,
Bryce Young broken.
I'm not gonna lie though.
Ali, you got
Let
the
me
floor.
just add this. For them to throw in a 14, 15-year trash ass vet Dalton, and he
Dalton
come
was
out
not
and
trash.
shine just to prove that
Cool.
Bryce Young was
Dalton
trash.
wasn't trash.
That
Yes,
tells a lot,
You
bro.
cool, boy. Stop it.
Dalton wasn't trash.
Dalton was in
The
trash.
red
Wait,
rifle? How you can do up him like that?
Right, right.
You can't see
That's
this
his
nigga
nickname.
devotion,
Red,
boy.
but I hear that so long, man.
Hey, I mean, I know. The Raiders must he just wasn't prepared, but he wasn't prepared.
They make business decisions. That's what they go for.
And he about to get fired right now. That's crazy.
The Vaughn Tate, the Vaughn Tate, the Vaughn Tate.
What?
Hey, you know what I recommend for them Bryce? Give him that Jordan Love experiment. Trade him to the Jets. Let him sit behind Aaron Rodgers.
I ain't gonna work for him. But see the problem.
Why you turn the camera off, Chrissy?
Listen, Bernard.
When they talk about Jordan Love, Chrissy,
The Packers know how to develop quarterbacks. The Jets, no.
The problem with Bryce
Yeah,
Young
that's
is
true.
Bryce
Yeah,
Young
that's
was
true.
like a mock type of quarterback. They already at their ceiling. They it's not too much you could do with them.
I think you
They
need to put
easily to get
Bryce
broken.
on the sideline. I think you should put him on the sideline and let him observe from
He
the
look broken.
sideline. Because they
He
don't
look
throw him
broken.
into the fire. They throw him into the fire, and he ain't ready. He ain't.
Bryce was never
bro.
Bryce was never the type of quarterback to throw into the fire because he's not elite.
Yeah,
He just
probably
have
a
good
project too.
mechanics.
He
Right.
could be a project type of quarterback.
But he was never elite. He was never supposed to be this. He have a great arm. He have great running. He could have read the field well, and he have a great throwing mechanic. That was Bryce's thing. And he's short. He's a midget. He's shorter than Kylo, which is crazy.
Really?
Tell you one thing. If he'd have played in that game Sunday, the Raiders was winning.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think he's story over though. He ain't finished yet.
Check Dalton.
But
Trey Lance story over.
Listen to me. He have one of the same problem everybody, other quarterbacks have. It's just he have it worse. Like they say, to me, he can't read the field. I don't know if that's mostly because he broken or that,
He
but I
broken.
didn't watch him too much in college. So I can't say.
He could have
but
read the
can't
field in
read-
college. He could have read the field in college.
No, but
What on the
I
field?
put like this,
read?
right?
That's true.
You see,
What on the
Yeah.
field? Read?
Because the defenses in college, unless you playing certain teams, like depends on the college, whether the SEC or whatever, different conferences play. A lot of them shit simple. But how people is basically say he can't read. And the worst thing is, if you really can't read and you short and you can't see over the defense, wait, that's really rough. Because now you can't even zip like how Brady them was tall. They don't need to just zip the ball in there. They can't do it because they can hit offensive linemen or the defenders can actually be able to hit it down. So you got to kind of get clear space to be able to do it. But to me, they should just trade him and start over.
Trade them for what, boy? Next week they can be shipped. This the Raiders we talking about, boy.
Boy, listen to me. Well, if they do shit, who coming in to clean up the shit? It ain't
Well,
gonna be him.
they got the Bengals next week, so anything
No,
possible because the Bengals ain't got no defense. So you
I
never know.
lied. Dalton might show
Bengals
us
can
for
get,
Joe.
Dalton got a revenge game. You start
That's what
there.
they just gonna say. You get showed.
They still got the Bengals
if
doing it.
listen to me, if Cincinnati lose next week, they finish.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Trade
Ain't
Joe
no coming
Burrow.
back.
Trade T
That's what
Higgins.
happens when you
Trade
start so
Jamar
slow.
Chase to the Patriots.
When you start slow all the time, it's like little margin of error. So every game start to get crucial. And that's
This
Cincinnati
a
problem.
must win. This a must win for Cincinnati. A
I
must
agree.
win.
So I really want to talk about it. I'm gonna skip the Lions versus the Cardinals. I really want to talk about the Rams versus the 49ers. So Angelo, I can let you start this off because you was there, Raiden Grove, when this took place. Basically, so it's basically just I'm looking right here, right at the scoreboard. The Niners was leading, and then the fourth quarter came, and I and they lost. What's your thoughts?
To be honest,
Rough
you looking
job.
at the game, I thought the 49ers was going to win that game. Purdy was
All
dialing it up at the beginning of the game. He did luck. I was just saying, boy, this fella elite. This why I thinking about someone putting him in the elite category. Uh, but, but then what ended up happening is they defense just broke down. I don't know. They defense break down. Stafford show why he's elite. He can manipulate the pocket. He's manipulated with his eyes. It's only about 3 or 4 quarterbacks, if you even notice. They even manipulate the pocket with their eyes, and not as be Mahomes, A-Rod, Stafford, and sometimes I see Goff do it. To be honest with you, I'm saying they're the only one, but even Burrows, I don't even see like manipulate the pocket because he knows his wide receivers ain't as good. So it's almost like run the ball, run the ball, run the ball. Because they steady try run the ball. If you notice, if you watch through that game, even when they was down, they didn't do what most teams do. They never give up on running the ball. He continuously just run the ball because he wanted to make them honest. And then after a while, when they went, he was manipulating the pockets with the eyes, looking this way, then turning back left. If you look at his first read, it was almost like a decoy. Which area you look in, that was never really the where he would want intended to go with the ball. He was just trying to get the safeties to shift to one side and then go back to the read. Actually, what he was trying to do. With you, if you really just watch the game, so I think that one was more on coaching. I can put that one on Purdy. I put that on coaching because I think Purdy did enough to win the game. It's just in the fourth quarter, Stafford just came back and the defense ain't had no answers. That's it.
All right. What about you, Kim?
The same thing. I have to piggyback off of Andrew. What Andrew was saying. That's why Trey said it earlier. You was saying, Austin, was it Trey? Someone was talking about the Niners going and being in the Super Bowl with the Bills. I don't have that much faith in Kyle Shanahan because I feel like Kyle Shanahan is he's messed up. He fucks up things, but Stafford showed why he's an elite quarterback. He really showed why he's an elite quarterback. That fourth quarter, that was a magnificent fourth quarter. That was a special fourth quarter. I give him that.
We got someone in the comments. Apparently, is a Ram fan. That's their name. You got smoke.
Oh, this
Pause.
so violent.
I don't know. I don't know who that is. So
Rams Nation, boy.
That's Tumbo.
What? He switch?
What they say?
right here.
Rams Nation.
Okay, Rams Nation.
Rams Nation. That's it.
Mm.
What about you, Vado? Because you was there too. Great Grove.
Yeah, like Angelo said, I can't really put that on Purdy. I had to look back at the play-by-play. What really killed them, and when we was in Grove, the Niner fan who was there, he was very happy to take that field goal. I think it was like a 50-something yarder. And Angelo
Real
tell him, say,
talk.
bro, you want chance that? So
Yeah,
said
I
something.
told him about the Johnson.
wait, that was so
When they
funny,
missed,
but
when they missed that field goal, that turned everything around right there.
everyone gone quiet.
But really and truly, Purdy had 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. One was the field goal. The next one was the missed field goal. And then he had the possession when the game was tied. And I feel like the Rams held the ball so long.
Man.
Well, not really them holding the ball so long, but I don't know. I guess he was just out of rhythm because I don't even think they got a first down when they had the last possession. And then two, this young man just get 3 years and 100. No, sorry, 4 years and 120 million. Brandon Ayuk, he need to wake the fuck up. Cause I don't know what he doing.
He
Jawan
ain't,
Jennings,
he ain't training.
That's
Jawan Jennings out there balling, and this nigga catching 1 or 2 passes and he dropping passes and all that. But Ayuk look like he ain't focused. He ain't in it.
No
That man,
training
he,
yeah,
camp.
but
that
I was
man, he
gonna
No
say
touching
that's
training
football
true.
camp.
all the
No
time. He's holding them.
preseason.
I was gonna say that's
Again,
true.
these niggas seeing up their legs under them. No
Yeah.
more.
So
Jawan,
and without Debo there and Kittle, that cost them. Not that they, I feel like they had the talent to win this game, Not that they lose because them niggas was out. They lose because Ayuk just saying he ain't there.
yeah, for real. Jennings is who I think he was, but Jennings ball out.
You back with saying this again.
But I mean both teams was injured too. I mean their offense is horrible, but then it come down to the quarterback, and Stafford is a better quarterback than
Oh
Brady.
wow.
He
Only
is.
missed a field goal.
Shout out to Tutu Adwell though. He ball
Who
up.
said that was a big catch too though? This is
Yeah,
Jay.
yeah, yeah. He had a big. Yeah, that was a big catch.
Yeah, that
And
was
I
a
don't
big
want to
catch.
give this person a break. I don't want to give this person a blind, but I can be honest with you. I don't know, and I don't think he can because that was one of the games I was actually focusing when we was in Grove. Bosa need to do better. Bosa didn't do nothing that game. I didn't
Mm.
see no impact on him on that game. That's why I say the
Staff,
defense let them down. I see Bosa do nothing at
Stafford
all
is a
in that
white
game.
Bosa
QB.
passing.
Stafford is a white QB. Both, both
So yeah,
is
he ain't gonna pressure him as much.
But
nah.
yeah,
Stop.
the Niners defense, they started to fall off during the playoffs last year. And it continuing into this year. So I don't know what's happening there. Well, I know what's
We still
happening.
gotta wait till they get healthy though.
They get
Because when
snake
they get
bitten,
healthy,
man.
Yeah, they
when
missing
they get
They can need
Greenlaw.
Greenlaw. They
Greenlaw.
need him.
Greenlaw is
Greenlaw, oh yeah.
but they
And that's when
Javon Hargrave got done for the year. So that's another piece going.
Fuck.
Well, ain't nobody besides the Rams and the Lions in the NFC could beat them anyway. So
and I could be real. I think he ended up coming back in the game, but what the left tackle name who set out the whole
Trent.
Trent.
training camp?
Trent.
Trent?
Trent.
Trent to get hurt in that game too. I think
Yeah, he did.
he went
He
out
come
and came
back.
back in.
But
But
all
I'm
I want
just
you to
saying you
sleep.
gotta put
I looking at this schedule, right? I expect the Niners to maul you up the Patriots. So we ain't even gonna talk about that. But I looking at this schedule. If they don't get right, they can miss the playoffs. They schedule rough. They ain't got no little jokey schedule.
Yeah, I guess they play all the number ones too.
Yeah. They ain't got no little jokey schedule. So these games, what they supposed to be winning, they need to put them in the bank. But if Debo and Kittle them come back at a reasonable time, then they could win them tough games too. But they have a low margin for error this year.
All
so
right.
if they miss the playoffs, who you have winning their division? Rams.
Might be the Seahawks.
Yeah.
All right. So we're gonna do just a quick run through. We through these last 3 games. We got a lot of topics. So the Cowboys versus the Ravens.
Mid off.
Mid
Ravens
off.
almost blow that.
Hold on. Sorry. Where did I go? True. That's it. All right. Cool. And then we got the Falcons versus the Chiefs.
Falcons put up a fight.
Chiefs get. I mean, the Falcons get robbed.
Oh yeah.
They did.
Yep.
Yeah, but that was a big passing
Yeah, with that
Yeah.
defense.
PI.
But then they try to give him it back on the
Ain't no
last
but then,
drive.
man. They get robbed.
That last drive, they give them like 35 yards on penalties.
But
Jesus.
I thought
Yeah, but
almost
they
the
take
last play of the game.
No, I didn't know it was the drive before.
Oh, okay.
So the
Right.
next drive, they basically redeem themselves and try to give them the game. Kirk gets the
trying
fuck.
trying to give them the game, and when they miss a pass interference in the end zone, is two different things.
Granted, I ain't gonna lie. That
Because
they supposed to call that for
once
Joe.
they're on the 1 yard line, they punching that in. Bijan, someone getting in there.
I do
Then
don't want
again,
to see
someone might fumble too.
that. I
True.
mean, you never know.
You never.
That's true.
All right. So that's it right there. Hold on. Somebody in the comments section again. Okay. I don't know who the fuck that is. All right. So let's go back to the topics right here. I asked y'all this.
Ichiro.
Yeah. I don't know.
That's Kiro.
That's
Hold
Kiro.
on. Yeah. You can say watch your
He-
mouth.
he's a Niner fan, you see.
Yeah.
I only speak Fox, dog.
Whatever.
Tumbo ain't
So
even here, bro. What the fuck?
That was Tumbo say Ram Nation, right? You all say?
Yeah.
That's the who say Rams. That's why you say that.
Oh, okay. Bad. All right. But well, anyway, okay. So,
You know
Bado,
what's
I can let
crazy?
you
I
start this.
guess that was Tumbo. That was
Bado, I can let you start this off, right? Name two teams this season that you would consider frauds.
Well, I know you all don't hear this, right?
What you gonna
Number
say?
one is the Pittsburgh Steelers.
boy. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Number
gotta
one is the
stop.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
You
Now,
gotta stop.
you all know how I feel about Mike Tomlin. Right? This Mike Tomlin brace, I can't get down with it. Great motivator, but I always tell you all, even the Super Bowl with Dick LeBeau defense and Bill Cowher team. Since that regime left, he been a model of mid consistency. Highlight on the word.
Yeah, you gotta stop with cool Pittsburgh. You gotta stop.
Yeah, mid consistency. They run 8, 9, 10 wins every
I
year.
don't
That's
even
mid.
think Tomlin is a great coach, but I used to give him bad credit.
Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let me bring back one cake scenario in case. Remember that year? I think it might have been Ben last year or the year before Ben last year. Remember they was 13-0 or 14-0?
And a rape case.
And that's the yes and no. They was either 13-0 and 14-0. And everybody was like, ain't nobody care about that. Them niggas is frauds. All they play is a bunch of injured teams and
Yeah.
teams and their teams, and nobody was scared of them. They was literally
Yeah.
14-0, and nobody was scared of them.
I think the Jags beat them in the playoffs.
The Steelers don't strike fair, and nobody even matters the most. Now they can win games and all that, but they ain't going nowhere. So that's why it is a fraud to me. I expect them to make the playoffs or be close to making the playoffs, but they are not a contender.
So that's number one. What's number two?
Yes. I struggle with this, right? A part of me wants to say the Cowboys, but they 1-2, so I mean they look bad, so you can't really call them a fraud. So I can make this one quick. The Vikings. Sam Donald, we don't believe you. You need more people.
All right, bet. Chrissy,
Yeah.
what about you, bro?
All right. To be honest, my team is trash, so I don't have no say to be calling people teams frauds. So I'm gonna say, first of all, my team a bunch of frauds because they had me fooled.
Oh
Shaq
wow,
had me fooled. He said, "Oh, this the best team in history,
use the
Jaguars
fraud then.
history, blah
You
blah
believe that?
blah."
Use
I
the
believe,
fraud, Chris.
I believe it's the best, but I thought we were gonna at least compete. So, but besides them, I got the team of fraud watch, and that's the Seahawks. Honestly, and the Seahawks because they have no convincing wins to me. They beat the Broncos, like that's the rookie first game, so you didn't expect too much, so it ain't really. Then they beat the Patriots in overtime, which is terrible. That's like a loss, like eight. Uh,
That's
uh,
crazy.
and then they beat a horrible like Miami. Like, come on. I saw if two was playing, I probably would have went different. So they probably shouldn't even be three.
Tua.
If two was playing, I probably would have went different. So that's a fraud. I couldn't really. I mean, yeah, that's my two. I mean,
All right,
uh,
I feel you. Kim, what you got?
I got the Seahawks as a fraud. The Seahawks, they about to plummet in a minute. They about to hit back to reality. I have us as frauds because I didn't say the price of the brick been going up. And now
After
look,
1 week.
Bro,
Price
we
been
almost
down.
beat Seattle. We almost
You
beat
keep
Seattle,
saying
bro.
we almost beat Seattle, bro. Like y'all lost. I mean, yeah, y'all lost. Y'all lost.
Mm. I want to say this. I have the Chargers as a fraud too. The Chargers ain't gonna do what people think they're gonna do this season.
Lewis?
What
They
people think they could do?
I was
ever
asking.
people have better expectations with them with Harborough, and I don't see it. I
There's
just
only
see them
one
being
man who I know who have high
I
expectations.
telling you,
There's only
Sean.
one man I know. Only one man I know.
probably because I want this Justin Herbert to get the fuck up out of here. I'm tired of hearing about him.
All right. I feel you. I
Probably.
feel you.
But I want to say something that y'all forget the Seahawks make the playoffs last year. Like, why y'all disrespecting these people?
The same reason why you disrespect the Steelers.
That's true too. That's true too.
The
Yeah.
Steelers didn't make the
Because you
playoffs last
put
year.
the Steelers on
I
your
just don't
fraud list.
fucking do it.
You put the Steelers on your fraud list, and how are they frauds? They doing exactly what you think they're gonna do.
All right, you got me there. Pause.
I
Right.
can't see how they frauds. You know what the Seahawks can do? They can run the ball and they got good defense. Justin Fields, I said that when we first started pardon. Justin Fields, Chicago is a fucked up place. Them Carolina, they fucked up places. You cannot beat. They are fucked up organizations.
I'll say
So
this though. Based
go
on
ahead.
how the NFC looking, if the Niners don't get chased up, the Seahawks have an actual chance to make it to the Super Bowl. Steelers don't have no chance. They ain't gonna.
Well, the NFC, I don't know what's going on with the NFC. The NFC, I don't know what's going on with the NFC. The NFC is frauds.
Yeah.
All of
All
them.
right. All right. Bernard, who's your two teams?
In my
We got on.
opinion,
We got on
They-
fraud watch.
yeah, they frauds, but they ain't frauds in the way that people think. I'd say San Francisco and Minnesota. San Francisco, I got them as a fraud because everybody looking at, oh, they blew their lead against the Rams and all that. They stopped season 1 and 2. That's a team I don't want to see at the end of the year. I think they can be very, very good at the end of the year. Christian McCaffrey come back, hopefully for swing. Brandon Ayuk get himself back in football shape. He get back to that usual production we expect out of him. Minnesota, as great as Sam Darnold is playing and as great as our defense is playing,
3 games.
everybody know once that game tape started piling up, you started to get certain keys. And the real magic is Kevin O'Connell, the head coach. But you can only do so much with Sam Darnold. So even though they're gonna win a lot of games in the regular season, postseason, I think they're gonna be a quick out.
Okay.
But
Hey,
do you
Alex.
expect more? Do you expect more from them than that? Because I mean, even though they 3-0, I
Kim,
mean,
that's my exact point. Kim, that's a perfect point you make. Because my point is, if you say, okay, they make it to the playoffs and they get kicked out, is that really a disappointing year for the Vikings with Sam Darnold?
I think y'all being too harsh on this fraud word.
Yeah, let's be like I told Trey, everybody can win a Super Bowl. You got to look at these things in
The
context.
playoffs for the
If Vikings
Vikings this year,
Bro,
that's a big achievement.
Wait,
Well,
this
to
argument-
counteract that,
Argument you making
what
could
you
be made for
what you
everybody.
estimating them against, like what your
I
expectation
estimate-
of Minnesota is.
My expectations of Minnesota is nothing because I don't expect them to do anything. So them making the
So why you
playoffs
calling them a
exceeding
fraud?
my ex.
So
That's why I'm
what
asking.
call them a fraud if they start off the season?
Because
3-0?
if you calling them a fraud, that means you have higher expectations than nothing. Even if it's 1% over nothing, you still have a higher expectation than nothing.
My only thing with them is that they have 3-0 team that the roster doesn't reflect the actual record. That's all that's my thing.
But no one talking about them.
No one
If
what?
you look at all the sports shows, you look at the news, nobody's looking at. There's no show I hear people like, "Oh, Minnesota, you all better watch out for Minnesota." People just look at it. Sam Darnold playing good. They 3-0. Ain't nobody got no high
They too busy,
expectations for
they too
for
busy
Minnesota.
sitting on Patrick Mahomes' lap
Let's say your
every
frauds,
single day.
Angelo. Let's say your frauds, Angelo. So
Huh?
let me hear your frauds.
My fraud, the first one right off the bat is Dallas Cowboys.
See, I
I believe the Cowboys is fraud. The Cowboys is frauds to me. I understand they 1 and 2, but there's still high expectations with them. There was high expectations before the season. There's high expectations even now, even though that they 1-2. People still believe that they gonna still gonna do something. I believe their team is completely is flawed. I believe Parsons hasn't been playing good as of yet. Hopefully he could turn it around, but Parsons hasn't been playing good this year. I believe giving him $60 million a year hurts the whole team. They don't have a run game. They run it for basically like 30. Whoever's they leading rushing for like 30 yards every game. I don't know how in the world that's going to be successful. Sometimes it ain't even Zeke. If you look at some of the games, all the games it wasn't even Zeke. Say, but they only getting 30. Whoever they top rusher is, he getting around 30 yards. I don't know how I could win. Oates, let's be honest, and someone can name this for me. Who's their number 2 wide receiver?
Cox.
Because sometimes I see Turpin, sometimes I see Tolbert. They don't even have a number 2. If you really
Cox
be honest,
be their
the Cowboys really. Who?
Brandon Cox.
Cook's ain't even been playing number 3. If you look at the 3 games, if you look at the stats and that, he hasn't even been the number 3.
Number 2,
but you know why that's happened?
Ferguson, white boy tight end.
He was hurt.
But that's why you watch. But if you watch, but even if you look at the games, it always there's no consistency there. Who's the number 2? It's always one person for 40. This next Turpin got this one for 40. Then Tolbert may get one for another 30 or 40. Then Cooks, I don't even think Cooks ain't even been the number 2. He ain't been second place on that team for yards. I think no game so far. And if you look at when you look at the
Cowboys,
but if you look at it,
Doc the wrong time.
Well, whatever it is, to me, the team is flawed. You have a quarterback which I believe is above average, but is an elite. He's a little bit above average. You have a number 1 wide receiver in CeeDee Lamb. I'll give them that. Outside of that, I don't think they don't have a good tight end. I don't think they have a good run game, and I don't think they have a number 2. And to believe this high expectations of what they have going on, I don't see it. So that's my first team. I think it's a fraud.
Who's your second team?
Number 2, most people ain't gonna like this. This is gonna be a little people are gonna say what, but I have to put them there. The Chicago Bears is frauds. And let me tell you why. Let's give me a chance. Give me a chance.
Go ahead.
Before the season start, if you know how much people was talking about the Bears making the playoffs, Caleb may win MVP. Caleb may actually go there and actually surpass some of the greatest. We expect him to throw for 4,000. Last game was the first game that boy threw for over 200. And I don't think he got plenty games where he threw for over 200.
Would you was watching?
People who are basically saying
some of them. What Angelo was saying, but they were saying, Caleb, he was good. They was basically saying Fields trash. Caleb could do better because what they mess up with Fields.
He's a generational talent.
They say generational.
They say he's a generational talent. What they mess up with Fields, they fix with
MVP.
What I didn't hear that.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
Wild.
If you look at some of the sports shows, it's a lot of those. And you know they make their predictions. Everyone has made their predictions so that if you watch how much teams had the Bears to make the playoffs, I talk about they was sure it was amazing me how people's like the Bears, and I was like, I don't see they be like, oh, the Bears is already made team. People, Caleb Williams is blessed. He's one of the few quarterbacks is number one picks quarterback who's coming into a situation of a team that is already ready to go to the playoffs and ready. This was the notion that was out there. People was basically saying he coming into a team that is already that going to the playoff, and because he's so elite, they're gonna be there. And guess what? There's nothing we've seen so far to make us think that in that game against the Titans, they should have lost. To be honest, they really should have lost it. I think Titans was up 17.
Will Levis.
They should have lost. They should have lost that.
Yeah. Sheens, my man.
They supposed to be 0-3, and so to me, all that noise I was hearing, they frauds.
All right, cool. Those are your 2 teams. Trey, who your 2 teams is, man?
This can be bugging to say. I mean, I don't really like the team, but the Niners, for one, never.
If he didn't say that, I had to leave this pod. If he didn't say that, I had to hang up.
But you said the
Niners, for one. I feel like CMC ain't coming back no time soon. I can ghost them. They ain't gonna look too pretty with them without them. So it's that. And the second game, I ain't gonna lie. I think it's the Ravens for me on the second one. They beat the Dallas Cowboys. Ain't nothing good was coming of the game regardless who was winning to me. So they can be the two
Middle.
teams.
All right, I feel you. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
My two teams?
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Well, first is the Cowboys. And second of all, as you all should know, it's the Miami Dolphins. Hey, the reason it's the Dolphins.
Trey, you this mic.
Remember early last year, people was
Oh, but
talking
you
about,
didn't mute me, Mike. Hey, there's something you see.
but it's the Dolphins real. Everyone talk about two of this and two of that, and yeah, I respect Hill on a
But you
model
just
on a
come on
certain
here to
level,
talk
but
about us.
bro,
People should just be a
but
fan now. I got a jersey.
y'all trend towards that RC territory, but you know almost still.
Wow.
Y'all trend towards that bottom of the barrel territory. How would you sleep? Y'all there? Don't worry. Only
Let me
matter
look at the
time.
schedule.
But they might
Treading
do
to the
games.
hospital. Wow.
Ronnie, man. Why this nigga so mad?
Wait,
You
and
ain't paused that
there's
yet?
another fun
Trey.
fact, right?
Hold on.
There's another fun
Let him
fact.
finish. Let me finish.
The Dolphins haven't won a playoff game in 23 years. 23 years. That's
Yep.
the Dallas Cowboys at least win a playoff game in the last 23 years.
That's funny.
Also the Jets.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. They might do games.
Sorry, I can ask Trey a question.
Please do. Sure. Let's talk.
Trey, I believe
He said the RC
Trey, I believe Tua
territory.
could be over for 4 games. That's what I believe. I believe Tua could be over for at least 4 games, but one then gone, so that's 3 more games. I looking at y'all schedule now. Y'all get
I
the
only need us
Titans
to win the
because
next
these some
game.
winnable games, you know. Okay, let's give me a chance. I could go with the next 3 games y'all have. Y'all have the Titans on a Monday night game. Then y'all get the Patriots, and then y'all get the Colts. Y'all could possibly go 2-3.
Whoa.
Well, I have
Winnable?
2 or 3. Y'all could go 2 or 3.
You think we can't beat Skylar? You think we can't beat Skylar? Wow.
Why be real?
He said next
Skylar
game.
off there right now, boy.
I hate to say it.
Whoa,
It's Tua
see.
really undefeated against the team. But without Tua, I can see the Patriots sneaking a win, but I only need us to beat the Titans, really and truly. To be real.
Y'all beat the Titans too.
You really rate us slow. You think we can't beat Skylar?
No, I'm saying it's a 50-50 game. Don't act like
Hold on.
they can't be
By
there.
that time, Drake could be playing, so I ain't even watching nothing.
Well, the ass if the young boy playing.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, if they can go 2 and 3 in that stretch,
That's
and
good.
then Tua come back, I believe Dolphins season safe. Dolphins could save their season, but they gotta go at least 2 and 3 in that stretch.
All right. So that's it for that topic. A very funny topic.
This
But yeah.
actually, this not to gut you off, but that's the closest you can get D'Angelo showing to some respect, right there.
All right. Well, it's a good thing.
That's
we
better
recording
than
it.
nothing.
Why did I give them on my fraud list? Because they injured I like them. When A-Rod was injured, them and Valley, you're this and that. But I understand. If you're starting quarterback out, ain't much you could do.
No,
but
I
that's
could
what
kill
we
him
was
for that.
trying to show you. You were still delusional like you always can make it somehow. We was trying to show you that without A-Rod, y'all didn't have no chance in hell. See, but unlike Ali want to kick niggas while they down. But when he tee him up, he ain't got nothing to say. Don't worry, but every dog got their day. We can see you come draft day though. And I'm one back, yo.
Bro,
But you say kick y'all when y'all done. I trying to figure out when y'all was ever up. That's what I trying to figure out.
Shit. Hey.
Oh.
Hey. Yeah, we gotta fuck. Hey.
Whoa!
What?
Hold on, my
Y'all
turn, but
wild.
say that
Next
kind of
No,
question,
podcast.
I didn't say.
Say that kind of podcast, my turn.
why listen to me?
Anyway,
I can let
I
y'all
have
know.
it. You can say that just
I
now.
can
You
let
can
y'all
say
know
that just
now.
now.
I didn't say that.
Someone bring
Okay.
us some baby oil and log it out. Y'all get wild.
Anyway,
You can say that. We can ignore that. We can ignore that.
Fins up.
David
Doggy
Brown,
boys match.
David Brown reading the comments. I don't know who this is.
That's my
David.
boy, Jen.
Oh,
Fuck
that's your
up, but
boy.
that's that.
He's saying he's
He's a
selfish. Why?
Bengals fan, you see.
And then
That's
he
why they
say,
0-3 now.
call the coroner. We get a dead body.
Maro, you mean Skylight?
So,
Wait till he gotta play Gonzalo.
Doggy,
all right. So,
Dog.
so this is week 4 now. Vado, tell me which team you think will, make a positive turn during week 4.
You wanted one or two teams? I can't remember.
One, just one.
Wow. Well, I had two, but I could rule out the Bengals because we ain't sure what the Panthers could do. So I go with Dallas. They can beat the shit out of the Giants.
Damn, Clem ain't even here.
Kim,
I think Christy them go win in week 4.
and then what?
No, you only asked for a turnaround in week 4. You ain't
I
asked
said,
for
I said no. When I say that, it's like okay, once they win this game, then maybe they could get some, momentum.
if Christy them win in week 4, I'm not gonna say they can make a huge turnaround, but they could be better than us.
What make you think they can beat Houston, boy?
Hold on, man.
All right, then. Time and
Hold
dog.
on, man.
Time and dog.
All right, Chrissy, who's your team?
I got the
Y'all,
Raiders. But they play in the Browns. The Browns, everyone get right team outside us, so I think they can beat them. But
everybody get right team.
I
I'm
know
telling
who
you,
got a positive turnaround after week 5. I tell you that.
the Patriots.
Yeah, we playing the Niners. We can get killed. I
All
But
right,
after that though, Skylar.
Skyler Sharksy.
I want you think that boy playing.
hey Angelo,
They got Snoop
who you
Huntley,
got?
Mike.
Even worse.
What the day is? What the day is this?
It's the 24th.
Okay. All right, listen to me. I know people are gonna be shocked when I say this, but this is how I feel. Remember I say it's a state. The 49ers.
Okay.
I think after this win, this upcoming week, I think everything gonna turn around. And trust me, they go win this week because I looking at the schedule now. They got the Patriots.
Yeah.
That's a blow.
Yep.
But they got the best odds
Those
out of
don't
everybody.
expect him. That's a blow.
I know we can lose. I don't expect us to win.
That's a
that
blow.
game, but I
They
expect,
got the Cardinals
I,
after that.
$100 on the Patriots, boy.
I don't think they
I
Cardinals
expect
to
us
beat
to
them.
win week 5 and week 7 though.
I don't have to see them.
Them division
I'll
games
tell you
be
this.
dog fights.
They could beat the Patriots. They could beat the Cardinals. They could beat the Seahawks. They could lose to the Chiefs. They could beat the Cowboys, and they could beat the Buccaneers.
Okay.
That's
I
just how
hear
I
that.
feel. I think in the next 4 or 5 games they only could lose one game, and that's could be to the Chiefs.
All right.
And that's it.
Jay, who you got?
I can try to be a little different, y'all. I can say the Broncos. I can get them some love. I feel as
Yeah.
though if they sneak away to win, I ain't gonna lie, they could turn their season around.
Who they got this week?
The
The
Jets.
Jets.
I know this under the Jets
Oh,
now. I just saying. Like
Damn,
anything
man.
could happen on a given Sunday, man.
All right, bet.
Look what Votto brought me to. I taking up for the Jets.
That ain't happening no Sunday.
Listen,
Because
Listen to me.
let me give you a
We
little
beating the
backstory.
listen.
Let me give you a little
Bottle them
backstory.
getting killed.
We played Tampa last week. We got the Jets this week, right? We did not go back to Denver. Sean Payton back in the day, the Saints used to have these training camps in West Virginia, some hotel like it's a resort. where there's lockdown just for the Saints training camp. So we go on there in between this game and last game. I mean, in the next game. So we ain't going back home to Denver. Right now, we so locked in. But when we reach New York, we come in to hurt niggas' feelings, bro. Just saying.
They hurt your feelings.
Oh, shoot.
All right.
All right.
So
That's good
Bernard,
game, boy.
who you got?
Remember this live, eh? Remember this live.
Hey,
This be the Grove, 1 p.m. on Sunday. That's all.
I actually agree with Angelo. I pick in San Francisco. I think they got a favorable next couple of games to get them back on track. I think I pick in San Fran.
Okay. And Ali, who you got?
I mean, this team ain't been on no one radar because they ain't been playing good football. But I think the Titans might could squeeze a win out against the Dolphins.
Nigga really weird.
No, I'm being serious,
Wait.
boy.
No, you ain't being serious
Oh,
again.
No, boy.
Not against that
No,
defense.
What team you say?
Wait,
The
Titans.
Titans.
I think the Titans could sort of win against the Dolphins. I
Ali,
mean,
you
that's
full of
if
shit.
Tua don't play. I mean, I as if
Two
Tua
ain't
don't play.
playing.
But
Two on
with
IR,
that
he
being
can't
I
said,
tell you, but Snoop Bland. Snoop could play.
I have the Titans. I think the Titans can make a turnaround Sunday against the Dolphins.
Monday night. But yeah, you
That's a
full of shit
perfect
though.
game for them.
You are
I
lying.
don't, listen, I don't even disagree with them Titans might could win that. My point is he actually think
I
after the
A
feel
Titans win
so.
that they
turnaround.
win something. I have,
Turn
Ain't no turning around. More cut ass after that, even if they win.
yeah, he don't turn
He
around.
lying to himself just to say he won them win. I know why you do that.
Oh Lord. Okay. Anyway, one question. What I did want to know, and Vado, you spoke on it briefly, and maybe y'all can tell me about it as well. Although the Kansas City Chiefs, they're 3-0, right? But you can say, or probably just watching the game, or probably just looking right at the stats, Mahomes isn't having his usual, um, like a good year. Okay, I say that he's not playing bad, but he's not playing to his usual standard. Vado, you could tell me why you think that is. The 3 games in.
Well, he missing his new toy. No more. Hollywood Brown. Like I tell you all last week, his comment before the season started was because everybody playing them zone defenses now, he had to be patient the last couple of years. And he lost Tyree. He couldn't go deep. He had to learn how to play the underneath routes. He was patient. He said this year, when he get Hollywood, he want be patient, go underneath, but he also want to hit those deep passes. So now that he don't have Hollywood, I mean Rice hitting some of the intermediary routes, not like in between the middle and deep. But he ain't in them plays what he really want. I think Mahomes is like someone said earlier, Mahomes, when you win so much, you get bored. You get tired of being patient, playing underneath routes. But he know what he have to do to win games. But that's why they look a little sluggish, and then everybody taking away Kelsey. I think it's a combination of Kelsey slowly climbing down the cliff. I don't say he fall off the cliff. He's slowly climbing down the cliff, and they taking him away. So that's why he like that. But the defense still balling. I mean, it's like a continuation from last year, really. We just expected when they signed Hollywood and we say, all right, Rice coming back better. I think they bring back well your boy who they brought back last year, who gets the Super Bowl winning pass. I forget his name right now. He
McCall.
started off McCall Hardman. He started off the season with them. So we were saying, all right, he got McCall from the beginning, so they gonna be coming out the gate hot. But you know, it's just really a continuation from last year. And as long as they win it, I think they happy with that.
All right, cool. What about you, Chrissy?
Um, at first I was saying I didn't really have no idea. I had some like a couple like possibilities and maybe Vado say a few of the stuff I was thinking. about the winning. You know, when you win so much, like, and you know it's regular season. You know, so and they winning games regardless, even though he playing kind of rough. But I was saying he may be experimenting a little bit with different stuff. You know how they go, but when it's time to go, when it's time to lock in, they lock in, and that's like at the end of the season. And I was saying defenses might be playing a little different. I didn't really watch the games that much, so I can't really say that much on that. And the other thing I was saying is probably Russ. That's the only three things I could think about.
Okay, okay. So I got ask one more person on that, and then we can move on to the next topic. Kim, what's your thoughts on it?
I was looking at Mahomes' stats from last year. Mahomes ain't really playing that much. He basically on the same pace as he was playing last year. Last year, the only difference is he had a good game 3 last year, but he had a bad game 4. So he really still on pace for what he was doing last year to start the season. I don't know if it's Russ or he have to get into in-season shape. Like as the season go on, he build up, and then when you get to the playoffs, I guess you got to save the best for last. On 2, he missing Hollywood Brown. I don't know what's going on with Kelsey. I really, honestly, don't know what's going on with Kelsey.
The cliff.
He might be at the cliff because
Yeah, but
I drafted Kelsey. That was either my, I think that was my second pick. Kelsey ain't did nothing the first 3 weeks. Like this, like
The offense
nothing.
different. The offense different. The offense different. If you
Yeah,
watch, if you look at the games, what they doing now is a lot of games, a lot of packages. If even when they were starting even transitioning from last year, when you look at Pacheco, the game really was based on the run first. You know, when you really look at like how Mahomes was doing from last year, that was really what his game was predicated on. And then after that, he do play actions to try open up a little bit to get his receive. Basically, what I was saying from the get go, if you don't have the best wide receivers because they was dropping the ball, you need a strong run game so you could start the box so it helps your wide receivers. If you watch what they doing this year, Kelsey, they're using him basically like an offensive tackle, like what they go on use with Gronk the last couple of years when he was with in New England, and some also what they go on try use some years in Tampa. I believe there is a decline, but they using him more basically to help inside the run game. So he ain't really getting the opportunity. Remember, Kelsey used to get like 7, 8, 9 attempts, targets thrown his way. Kelsey got like he getting like 3 and 4 targets a game. So he ain't even getting a lot of targets like before. The offense just different.
But like I said, with Mahomes out of he on pace. The same as last season. You could look at his stats. He on pace. He just had a good game 3 last year, but then he had a horrible game 4. So he basically still on pace. I don't think he really declined. We just gotta see how the season go. They still winning. As long as he get wins, he
This last season wasn't good.
That's what I'm saying. I don't really see this big Mahomes declining and why he looks so bad. He looked the same. Actually, he in 2 out of them 3 games, it starts a little better.
Last year was a down year though.
Last year was a down year. That's what I'm trying to say, Kim. If you look at what we know from Mahomes, last year was a bad year for him, was a down year for him. This year going the same exact way. This year, no, last year is what we expect from Mahomes.
Well, Mahomes
none of these years so far.
Kelsey get older. You don't got Hollywood Brown. What do you get to throw it to Juju?
It's still ending the Super Bowl.
You don't believe Hollywood Brown this good? I have to ask this. You all really believe Hollywood Brown this good?
I don't read Hollywood Brown.
I believe he's gonna open up.
Hollywood Brown. I mean, everyone calling Hollywood Brown.
He's a butterfingers.
Hollywood Brown ain't that good.
He's a butterfingers, but Mahomes
wanted him
open
up the field.
Mahomes wanted him to go deep. No, that's what he wanted him for.
So you can't run routes. You only could run straight up and go deep. And then when you go deep, you are butterfingers.
Sometimes you need that though. Ask Devontae Parker. Devontae Parker make a living off of that.
Going deep and having butterfingers is wild.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
Okay, so the Giants they did beat the Browns on Sunday, right? And one of the highlights was your boy Neighbors. So let me get your quick thoughts on him. Who wants to go first?
Me. You
All
ever
right.
see that meme where it's like it's a Ferrari by the trap house? That's exactly how I feel about Neighbors. Free Neighbors. Free Neighbors.
Nani was dealing though.
Say
But
free neighbors. You don't need to stop.
he was him, but
Free
he,
neighbors.
You could
he
have
is
said the
him.
same thing about Barkley, Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's another
but the
reason why
Giants
Philly is
won though.
trash.
But our
They
rookie
beat the
QB could be
Browns though. They
Don't
beat the
blame
Browns.
Saquon for Philly being Josh.
Nigga
No,
said
I
they
just
beat the
said that's
Browns
another reason why they trash. Because Philly, look at all the weapons they got.
because the
Philly
Browns
got
is trash.
Oh,
We know.
QB could be. I mean, our receiver could be like that too. If we had a league QB like Dimes throwing them.
oh my goodness.
But
Oh, but I give
Them
Dimes credit.
LSU receivers different though. Them LSU receivers different though.
I give Dimes credit. He's moving the ball up the field. That's more than I can say with my QB. So
What you call him?
Nanya.
But I looking at that previous touchdown catch. It looked like he sacrificed a couple years he athleticism just to catch that. You got to put the ball in a better spot. I mean, that's a good throw.
Yeah, but look who throwing the ball. You gotta
But
put that in
Yeah, I
perspective.
know.
neighbors
Di-
said Clem a born
Donnie
again Giants
Dimes,
fan.
boy.
Listen, babe, Clem was excited inside
Clem was
Grove.
so happy, boy.
Clem was like, yeah. I don't think he ever
I
smiled
y'all,
as a
y'all
Giants
lucky.
fan.
Y'all lucky. Dumbo was in there. You would see something.
I know it's a
Hey,
revenge game because Clem used to be a Browns.
Jesus. Ah.
yeah.
He,
Oh, that
he
like
Tumbo,
can't do it.
Tumbo just hard luck it. That's why they win. Watch Tumbo go to Grove again. L.
Yeah, that's just
He said he coming
Wow.
Sunday.
that's just how Gotti cursed us right now. Ever since Gotti gone, come home and watch that game, things been going left for the Patriots ever since.
All right, cool.
that on y'all, boy.
So one of the last topics, and and Kim, you and I, we talked about this actually yesterday because I wanted to know if this was a good idea. But so Angelo, if you could go first on this. Rank from best. Well, rank of course 1, 2, 3. The top three worst starting QB is rating the league. You need a minute?
One as the worst.
Yes. 1, 2, 3. You ranking them now. I come back to you now.
And that's currently who's starting.
Yes. That's currently who's starting.
I
But
mean,
I
I
could give
could just do something off the top of my head. I don't want to hold up too much time because I still got to go. But I mean, who start? You mean starting quarterbacks
yes.
now?
Yes.
Okay. Number one is Skylar.
Fox.
Weird.
Number two, I would say is Levis or Levi, whatever you want to call him.
Levis.
And number three is Caleb Williams.
Okay.
He don't deserve for me to correct his name.
All right. What about you, Vado?
So they were three. I believe Skylar's the worst at this particular point.
I know you say starters, right?
Yeah. You can
But
say
I said-
Bryce Young though.
you know it again. Bryce
Yeah.
Young. Will Levis for sure.
I mean, I was to use him too, but he's starting.
And yeah, I have Skylar as well because that was trash, bro. Like really trash.
Fuck.
Okay. Trey, what about you? Are you gonna name your own QB?
I ready to say it 3 times. If I had his middle name, I'd have put Skyler in his middle name and Thompson. Like real dog. That's how real it is. But it's him. I'd say, shit. Caleb Williams for Drew. As the number one draft pick, you shit, I ain't giving you no love. and
Real.
oh, I ain't gonna lie, Will Levis for you, Jan. It's the players he making, but it's like, wait, what you doing?
But they're gonna make a turnaround, right?
Turn around well, boy.
Right, Ali?
What do you Ali?
RDX.
What? I think he can have a good game on Sunday against
Wait.
the But I mean, my 3 quarterbacks is I got I don't sound fuck up and pick my own quarterback, but I got based on expectation, Trevor Lawrence. Anthony Richardson, and Bo Nix.
What?
What?
What? Anthony
Boy,
Richardson?
you used to be
That's the worst
wildin',
three,
boy.
bro.
Ali,
Hey,
the worst
Craig,
three of your shit, boy.
chill.
We don't ever come back on this board, we don't
That's
ever
the
come
worst
back.
three, dog.
But based
You
on
are
my
lying,
understanding,
bro. You are
Trevor
lying.
Lawrence,
I-
Trevor
I-
Lawrence ain't been one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
We ain't talking about
Let's
Trevor.
be real now.
No, we talk about the actual worst, bro.
How you
My
get Bo
top
Nix
three.
in there, boy?
Okay, if it's the
Not
actual
top
worst,
three.
I got Anthony
No.
Richardson.
Not top three.
You still
Yeah,
got
Anthony
and
Richardson,
Jacoby.
boy.
No, wait. If it's a
That's
three
what
way,
you losing with Anthony
got-
Richardson.
I got Levis, Brissett, and Richardson.
He lose me with Bo Nix.
Why you still putting Anthony Richardson in that?
But Anthony
Why,
Richardson ain't been
Why
playing.
you have Andy Richardson in this? That's what I gotta figure out.
Yeah, boy.
He ain't been playing good, bro.
You can't find quarterbacks who been playing worse than him.
No, he
Hey,
ain't been playing.
sorry, I got that. I got
He ain't been
that.
playing good, dog.
You got two wins.
Bernard, you go ahead.
Let me tell you something. The trade. That's how you name a way street. Will Levis, Daniel Jones, and Deshaun Watson. That's terrible. That's terrible
no.
quarterback.
I'm surprised.
Daniel
James,
Jones?
the rapist,
I had
and
no idea.
Daniel Jones?
On the
Hey,
bye.
Daniel Jones.
Y'all tripping.
I ain't gonna lie,
Let me
Daniel
ask-
Jones still a little
let me
Y'all
ask you a
tripping.
question.
Guys, Daniel Jones is better than Brissett. I can say that for me watching.
I
Hold on,
hold on. I got
football.
Brissett is
I
my
mean-
top three.
You could argue that, right? But Jones supposed to be better with the weapons
Hold on.
he up. Brissett don't have the weapons Jones up.
I ain't even put
just get
Brissett as my
labels.
top three.
We ain't kill. You want Saquon, bro?
Wait,
and
I mean,
they got
that's
Jalen
what-
Hyatt.
Who's Saquon who always injured?
Jalen
He ain't
Hyatt.
top three ways. He ain't top three ways right now, Donnie.
No.
Daniel
Wait,
Jones.
Andy
Ain't
Richardson.
no top three words. Y'all tripping.
Wait, Andy Richardson up 3 touchdowns and 6 picks on a 55 quarterback rating. Like he is literally one of the worst quarterbacks playing right now.
When they gonna
Anthony
get dubs
Richardson.
for you.
It been going under the radar because they've been winning, but he hasn't been playing good football.
No.
Hold
But I
on,
tell
so
him-
they win it?
terrible.
They got 2 wins. But I tell him last
They 2-1, bro.
week. I tell him last week
They
on
got
the
2
pod,
wins.
he trusts his arm too much. His
So
arm
Caleb
powerful.
ain't playing what?
He's
But
trying to.
he's not
Get it
he's
there.
not playing good football.
No.
You rather put Bo next there before you put Caleb Williams.
Yeah, well,
No,
why
I
Bo Nix there?
scratched Bo Nix, and I end up putting Jacoby
Next
Brissett.
level belong there, bro.
He definitely belong there.
I don't even
Alright.
think that Brissett is a top 3 worst. Brissett is a he honorable mention, but not top 3 worst. I'd go.
He don't have no stats which you could go off to say he worse for Drew. Like if he
I
ain't have
go
no
off-
touchdowns or no INTs, so it's like,
Yeah,
wait,
he
what
just
are you?
there.
Wait, the only
tell you,
reason,
like,
the only
he just
reason
there
I
to
didn't
fill
put
the position.
Skylar Thompson is because I don't consider him a starting quarterback. I mean, I guess
He
being
started.
real.
Whoever Dolphins got started next
Is
game
what
could
it
be
is.
the worst.
Real wide.
Kim, who
Kyler
you got?
/ Boyle / Huntley. Any one of them three.
I got
could be the worst.
Skylar. I get Levi's my man. And I get it's a toss up between Bryce Young and Caleb Williams. If you don't want to count Bryce, then Caleb.
No, we can take 2 for 1.
Whoa.
Honorable mention is Jacoby though.
No.
Jacoby's honorable mention, but I can't do him like that. I can't do him like that. No more.
All right, so that's all I got for the topics right there. But I actually same thing we did last week. We're doing the challenge this week. So last week, Vado, you gave the challenge and you gave the challenge to Wes, but Wes is not here this week. So I'm gonna let you get the challenge once again. Tell me who you choose.
Well, I wanted to challenge Angelo with this last week.
All right.
It can look like I contradicted myself with this challenge from last week, but go ahead. Let's go ahead.
All right, hold on. Give me a second. Let me remove everybody. Bop, 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 bop. And as soon as I leave Vado, you can start.
All right. So, challenge is a simple one. It's about Brady again, for those who was here last week. All right. So, because with this challenge, we can go anywhere in football history. It don't have to be about Nothing right now. So I know you have a problem with calling Tom Brady the GOAT, right?
Yeah.
7 rings. Basically all the passing records. Now, some of them are by longevity and not by averages, but still count for something. I want to know why you don't think he's the GOAT, and who you think is the GOAT, and why they better than Brady, and also why you don't the Tampa year, because he left New England, he went to Tampa, right?
Just to cut y'all in, sorry, right quick. I just reminded y'all got 5 minutes.
Okay, he went to Tampa,
Uh,
and now you can correct me if I'm wrong. I remember me and you laughing at him because he started off bad in Tampa, and then all of a sudden he went the Super Bowl, and then the story changed to he had an all-star team, he had one of the best assembled teams of all time. But we was laughing saying he ain't even gonna make the playoffs. I think he made the best of the situation. Yes, he brings some players there or whatever, but I think he galvanized the troops. He made Bruce Arians change up the playbook to suit what he wanted, and he did what he had to do. For now, I have him as a GOAT, although I think Mahomes in play to pass him. But go ahead, tell us why he's not the GOAT and who's the GOAT and why they better than him.
Well, anyway, let me start off with why I think it's GOAT, because it's a multifaceted situation. Number one, this is just me personally. I don't ask no one to agree with me. It's just how I feel. And you could take the fact that I'm a New York Jets fan, and I take these. I look at things different. Context matters. I believe Brady is great. I believe Brady is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. But I cannot give a guy that based on the context of his career. Let's start. The first Super Bowl he ever won, I think we all could agree Brady did basically almost nothing. He was carried by a defense. I'm not going to say it was absolutely nothing, but there was multiple quarterbacks you could have put in that situation where you could have basically say, hey, he could have won. I mean, they would have won. Then you have to take under consideration you had the controversy with Spygate, which the league decided to basically burn evidence. I honestly believe they cheated. I believe New England cheated for years. For years, I believe they cheated. I believe Eric Mangini. I believe when he went to Eric Mangini, and that's what caused him and Bill to follow. Eric told him before the season started, hey, listen, that stuff you always do with illegal, what y'all ain't supposed to do, I ain't trying to dime you out. You could do it to everybody, just don't do it to me. Bill didn't listen. Eric dined him out, and that's how this whole thing started. And as far as I know from now, them two never actually even got back together where they was basically friends again at the end of the day. They were cheating. I'm not going to put too much into Deflate Gate, but that was another controversy. However, it did happen. Whatever. We know if you deflate the ball, if you ever catch a flat ball, it kind of easy to catch a ball if it's flat. And that's like dunking. If you ever get a basketball and you notice a little flat, you can kind of dunk it a little bit better than it actually being fully inflated. So, but I'm not going to put too much of that on him. You add that. Then you got to look at the ones where he actually did win. Seattle make a bonehead decision he was supposed to. I know people want to say, well, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but you got to look these and consider. That was the dumbest, most selfish move I ever see. Brady really lucky. To be honest with you, a lot of his Super Bowls, he is extremely lucky. Kyle Shanahan, what he did with Atlanta, you had that big lead. They put that into consideration when they say, oh, look what Brady come back. People have to take under consideration. You know, the defense had to stop them all them times for him to actually come back and make that run. You had to actually make him. Now, outside of that, if you look at the ones and you look at that, he has some where he won. I mean, he won them. But if you look at them, okay, you could understand this. But when it comes to cheating, and like I said, I believe he cheated. Yes, the NFL burned the tapes. That's how bad it was. They didn't want people. And I think they did something to Bill. And I think they tell Bill if he ever get catch with anything like that again, they ban him out the NFL. So you had that situation. And I believe he didn't know what was going on. And what they basically say what was causing them to win. If you know what the players going on the next team going to do, kind of easy to defend it. And then after that, when you look at that situation, if you look at with one more thing, if you look at with Brady career, like I said, he did well. The ones where he was supposed to win, where we sure there wasn't no cheating, he lost. He lost to the Giants when they went was going undefeated. They lose that game. People say it was a fluke. Giants came back again, beat them again, which they was the clear favorite in all two. They was the favorite when they was going undefeated. They lost that. They was the favorite when they went against the second time. They lost that. And then you lose to Nick Foles, who basically was a backup quarterback and was out the league. And he come back and he beat and he ended up beating. And if I'm not mistaken, they was favored to win that one too. So a lot of Super Bowls with Brady, the ones where Brady lost, he was favored to win, and he lost those. And the other ones, we really don't know how much cheating he actually did. We know how long they Spygate last, so we could basically contribute probably 2 or 3 Super Bowls to it. But they were cheating for a long period of time, and that's why, to me, it's almost like Lance Armstrong. When he come out and basically say he was doping all them times, nobody respected him no more. He was people that love Lance Armstrong, but after you found out you were cheating, you contaminated the sport.
So who's to go?
If I had to make a decision right now, based on my opinion, I know you know, and I think you can make an attest to this, so you can't say I'm just coming out the blue and saying this. I think it's Mahomes.
Okay.
I think already, and I think I remember you disagree with me when I first said, I think it was after the first Super Bowl, I say, he already in the Hall of Fame. You was like, no. That's like, but listen to me. That what we saw, that man, basically they must put him in the shoe in for the Hall of Fame. That's why I call him, I said, that's a go. Well, I know they say go down before the Zach Wilson thing, but I know you remember the first time he actually threw the ball. That's like, shit, that nigga a little different. And I remember niggas in the group was like, hey, slow down.
Yeah.
This and I was like, but but I could have seen it from the first throw. I was like, that different. That how that come out this arm and the accuracy, that was just different. So that's my Brady. And ain't no hate. I hate the Patriots, but it isn't no Brady hate. If he really was the best in my mind, he really was. He really would have been. I think Brady is just one of those players where he's so smart. He outthinks defense. And then, like I said, he was one of the ones who know how to manipulate defenses by looking one way, doing them. He know every single coverage. He know the weaknesses for every single coverage. He know how to do. And a lot of those Super Bowls was based on defense with Bill. Bill was actually instrumental inside that. So it's just different. He ain't doing what Mahomes doing, where you have everything against you at the end of the day, and you still trying to find a way to make these things. But now Brady was doing it in the season. He do it maybe one Super Bowl. I think in my mind I can remember where I say, okay, shit, this nigga really do it. But for the most part, Brady was lucky. He cheat, and that Tampa one, I believe he did start the team. When he decided to go to Tampa, all of a sudden, everybody want to come play with Brady. Now that's a testament to how he is as a person. So I don't want to take him because everybody can't do that, and he didn't want no bunch of money. So it allowed them to get those players. But if most teams was afforded to have a rich wife where you don't actually care about money or really don't need no money and they can take a break and they'll do it, teams could put stock teams with them. I mean, put stock teams together too. It's just that most black kids come from impoverished backgrounds and they can't afford to give up that type of money.
All right. But the only thing I had with Mahomes at that time, you know, I was like, bro, he on his way to the Hall of Fame, but if he retire right now, I don't think so. But if he retire right now today, yeah, he definitely get in the Hall of Fame.
Man, if he retired before the Super Bowl, he was going.
No, when he had the one ring, I say no. He said
no. I say before this Super Bowl, the one where he just won.
Maybe.
Before, boy, was it no maybe? I can almost guarantee you he was making. Now we could argue whether he would have been first ballot, which I still think he would have been first ballot. We would have argued if he would have been first ballot. But it ain't no doubt in my mind he was going to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no.
Mahomes is a first ballot at this point. Mahomes could retire and say, I don't play no more. He first ballot.
I agree.
I agree too. Awesome. Let's bring the whole team back.
You know, Ali ain't like what you had to say.
I don't care what Ali like. I only tell the truth.
In the group saying, "But what?" From you start talking, but I like what Angelo.
Hold on, the jokey thing. I even see that. You know, I just know how you go.
That's the first thing He tight.
Real dog.
So yeah, listen to his response and
All right.
thoroughly. But boy, Angelo, I know, boy. I have a rebuttal, but that's too long-winded.
All right. So Angelo, you got the challenge next week. Don't tell nobody. You got to catch them right off guard. And next week it's you. All
All
right.
right, no problem.
So the last thing, what we're gonna do, nice and quick, we do this. We're gonna look over week 4. Y'all just shoot out your predictions. So first game on Thursday, the Giants and the Cowboys.
Murder.
Cowboys
Dallas-
winning.
30 to
Dallas will
15.
30-17 for me.
I got the
I get
Cowboys.
Dallas 21-0.
What a flip.
I got the Giants.
I got that. I got that one. 21-20. The Cowboys.
Wow.
Neighbor scaring off again.
Yeah, and I don't think, like I said, they
You mean
to me.
BPL cut my neighbor off?
All right, next game, the Falcons and the Saints. Now, if the Saints lose this, yeah,
I got the Falcons winning that, boy.
I got
Falcons
Saints-
winning.
I got Saints 20, Atlanta 16.
But they playing in New Orleans. I got
Oh,
the
I didn't
Saints.
hear
boy.
Atlanta.
I think the
Yeah,
teams
I
on the
got the
top.
Saints
I think the teams
31
on the top
7,
playing
yeah.
home.
Yeah,
They
I
playing in
got,
Atlanta.
I got Saints winning that one.
I got Falcons.
20-14.
all right.
I got that.
Sorry, Angela, what you saying?
I got that one. 21-17.
Who?
Ooh.
Oh, Saints.
All right, cool. Jets versus the Broncos.
Broncos
Jets.
20, Jets 17.
Jets.
I got the Jets
Jets.
21-7. No, 21-3.
Jesus.
You think
I
Mr.
I got that
Patriot?
one. I got that one. 24-9.
Just
Yeah,
feel
that's
good
fair.
to go, doodle.
I think
Why, Coach?
You
So they
think-
got score no touchdown on us. They can score 3 field goals.
I got 24-20. Jets going that.
I get the Jets winning.
Yeah, we know.
Panthers versus the Bengals. I got the
Bengals
Panthers.
better win.
I got the
Bengals better
Panthers.
win.
Bengals 24
I got the Bengals.
They
I
better
got
win.
the Panthers.
I got
I got the
Bengals.
Panthers too.
I got the Bengals 27-12. Ain't that
Ooh.
good?
12.
Yeah.
Damn, man, it's good.
I got 27-13.
Who?
Oh, sorry. 27-13 for Bengals. You getting the best of the Bengals. They in desperate mode now. So you getting the best. You getting
Damn,
everybody best.
Yeah, that Andy Dalton honeymoon, whatever the hell that was, that over, boy.
That over. You ain't
No,
gonna worry
but the
about that.
revenge tour just started.
The revenge tour just the red
Stop.
rifle, y'all say.
Yeah.
Texans versus the Jaguars.
Jags.
I got the
Texans
Jags
30,
winning, boy.
Texans 30,
I got the
Jaguars
Texans,
17.
Jesus.
I got the Jags 21, Texans 10.
That's a pride game, and not the kind of pride Chrissy used to.
You all,
Hold on, boy.
hold on.
You let these people know that you have a term of endearment for my coach.
Yeah,
Was
but,
revealed to us by accident. But
you all trying to make Chrissy feel good or something?
No,
all
but
these
I
Jags
feel
No,
picks
I-
coming from.
I feel like
I
Texans
think
can have a
they can
little
beat the
slide.
Texans.
That's wild.
27. Listen to me. That's 27-14. Jags lose.
Damn. All
Who
right.
could have said Houston winning? though?
You all know. You all
Colts,
wildin'.
Colts versus
I want Jackson, but we could lose that.
Colts versus the Steelers.
Steelers.
I got the Steelers.
I got the Steelers 17-3.
17-13.
But
I got a
it's not gonna give us
17-7 or 27.
That's good. It's gonna be a low
36.
scoring game.
What?
What's going
Wait,
to
you know,
These teams scoring 36.
My Steelers minus 30 for the season.
Listen to me. Richard, listen, and I
I
like
can't
us.
even the combined score, boy.
Listen to me. Richardson can turn over that ball so much. That could be 30-6.
the top 3 worst QB,
I
bro.
tell, I tell, but exactly. That could be a low.
I'm not
scoring
agreeing
game.
with you. I'm trolling. I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not agreeing with you.
Cubs gonna have at least 3 to 4 turnovers that game.
Packers versus the Vikings.
Packers, Vikings.
I get
Vikings.
Vikings, bro.
Vikings
Donald.
winning.
I agree with Donald.
Nah,
You,
this
you won't-
one.
You won't go in for Jordan Love,
I
Chrissy?
wasn't sure if Jordan Love coming back, but I go on Packers anyway. 23-20 Packers.
You got faith in Malik Willis.
Yeah.
Not on that not against that defense.
Bears and Rams.
I get the
Rams.
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 I got the
Rams.
Rams, bro.
Rams 24-13.
You generous.
17-10.
35-3.
Wow.
Y'all say some outlandish scores, boy.
They might get 2 field goals, so they might get 2.
17-10.
I'm scared to see y'all parlay, babe. Jesus Christ. All right. Next we got the Buccaneers versus Tampa.
I got
Sorry.
That don't even make sense.
What?
Sorry.
What? No,
The
it didn't.
Buccaneers versus Philly.
I got
Eagles.
Eagles for you.
Eagles.
Philly.
23-16.
I got the Eagles, bro.
I won.
I get the Bucks.
Yeah, I
got
won
the
the
Bucks.
Bucks. Man. I ain't into that.
I won the Bucks win, but I got the Eagles winning that way.
I got Eagles win.
21-17. Eagles.
17-13.
49ers versus the Patriots. Okay, whatever. The Cardinals versus
Nobody.
Commanders.
Don't disrespect us like that, bro.
27-13 Niners. 27-13 Niners.
I got
You
us
beating the
27.
Niners,
Yeah.
I ain't-
28-6. 49ers.
Hello, man. I want to what Ali say just now.
21-17 Patriots, bro.
Yeah.
You want your one with that?
Niggas
Yeah,
said,
man.
I ain't doubt my own deal, boy.
why
We
not?
losing. We losing, bro. don't.
The Cardinals versus
Someone got
the
up,
Commanders.
Commanders 30, Cardinals 26.
Close
I got
game.
that in reverse for Cardinals, so
I got the Cardinals winning.
I
I
get
ain't
the
gonna lie.
Commanders winning.
I feel this can be a high scoring game for Joe.
I feel like Marvin Harrison will go off.
31-28.
who you got?
31-28. I go on with Cardinals.
I get Commanders, man.
All right. The Chargers Chief.
Chiefs,
Well,
of course.
Chiefs by a million, boy.
23-10.
Bell the ass, but Justin ain't playing.
All right. Enough said. Raiders Browns.
Raiders.
Mid off.
Raiders 70 and Browns 30.
Oh,
But
boy.
I ain't shut up.
That game ended the tie.
But Browns will just get it.
Again.
Yeah, but Browns ain't making no sense.
Man,
I could
They
be
just get a
in
safety.
double
They get a safety and call it a day, boy.
When the last tie happened?
I do hope
Last
the
year,
Browns-
year before.
Yes.
14-30.
I think the Bills on the last side.
This can be the first tie of the NFL season.
The
Sorry,
Bills
boy.
and Ravens.
Again, Ravens. 27-20.
I grant Bills.
I going Bills.
The Bills got to
I
lose
get-
at some point, so I guarantee.
Yeah, but again, the Bills.
Why, to be honest with you, I really didn't know how this one would go.
That could be a good game, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Again with the Bills. Bell the ass. 35-17.
Wow.
All right.
I really don't know how this could go.
Coming from me,
24-21.
that's a lot.
24-21. Game winner field goal for the Bills. That's how that goes.
Justin
the
Tucker
Bills
ain't
by
ain't into
four,
nothing, so you know we him with no game winning
Tyler Bass.
field goal.
I can tell you this much. We can learn a lot about the Bills. We can learn a lot about the Bills this game.
We can learn a lot about the Ravens this game too.
I
We
just
didn't know
wanna
about
see-
Ravens. I think everyone didn't figure out what Ravens is at this point. We can
Yeah,
find out a
Karen
lot.
Throw.
That's why they're gonna lose.
Yeah, we can find out.
They didn't figure them out. And for the turnaround game, Dolphins versus the Titans.
Mid off.
Dolphins 20,
That-
Titans 16.
Ain't
That's
no,
Wow.
whoever scored double digits winning that, boy.
Dolphins 10.
I got the
Titans 3.
I got the Titans 17.
Whoever don't
Yeah,
watch
yeah.
that is the winner. Whoever don't watch that is the winner.
Listen to me. I almost willing to do dog ass bet on this. Almost. Like this close. It's favorite it might still come. I got Titans. I got Titans to win. Titans scoring 21. Dolphins 7.
Wow.
Will Levis, boy.
I got a 17-7, but don't even feel bad, but
And the last game, Lions versus Seahawks.
Seahawks
Lions,
gonna
I got
take gotta
Lions.
Lions.
Seahawks
Lions
get.
gonna
20.
get that
I never
that,
have
that
no
loss.
bird beating the
Kill them
Lions.
frauds, boy.
Lions 26, Seahawks 20.
All right, gents.
I got the
All
same
right.
score, 26-20.
All right. So, gents, that's it for the questions right now. I could give you all the floor to yourselves for like like 2 minutes. But
Boy, I get you all later. We've been on this for 3.5
3 hours.
hours.
We do
Oh,
3 hours.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yo,
I
we gotta
can't
do
get
that.
some
Hold
eat.
on, before y'all do that, let me kill the stream right quick. Just make sure we ain't live no more.